Good morning, everybody. It is 7 a.m. on Friday, January 6th. Your government taco forecast in Baton Rouge. Expect clear skies with a high of 71. Coming up on OTB, Rivers Huey joins the show at 9 a.m., and we make some picks in the Degeneration Dome at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN, or catch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel and subscribe for daily content. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
Let we go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I gotta come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's happening? It is Friday, January 6th, the first weekend of the new year. And we are very excited to be with you here on Off the Bench. T-Bob, Jake, Murray, Danny, everybody's here. Damn, Murray's got shades on. Okay, it's like that, dude. Big day.
Those
today
look like they're made for
on.
quad bob, though.
As we got a lot going on today. The final NFL weekend is staring us down. Come Sunday, there's plenty of college basketball if you're into that sort of thing. I got my brand new CJ McCollum City Edition jersey on that my wife got me for Christmas. Just came in the mail, and I will be wearing it tonight as I watch on television. Can't go to the game, but as I watch on television, your New Orleans Pelicans try to defeat one of the hottest teams in the NBA, a team that we all kind of had a lot of fun laughing at, declaring dead over the last couple of years, but looks all too alive right now. Of course, we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets. So it's going to be another crazy night in the blender tonight. Can they get it done without Zion and Brandon Ingram? We get into that a little bit today. A bunch of NFL news, a bunch of college football transfer news. Angel Reese for the LSU women's basketball team continues to just blow minds, as I think she goes for 26 and 28 last night. She has this incredible steal half-court shot combo highlight that I really want to show later on. But the 28 boards, a school record, and it all adds up for a 74-34 win over Texas A&M. I don't know when the last time I saw a team, like the margin of victory was higher than the amount of points that the other team scored, right? They won by 40. A&M scored 34.
Not in league play.
That's hard to do. Coach Mulkey is assembling an absolute monster, and Angel Reese is at the core of it. She's more like Angel Beast because she's beasting on these people.
I was like, T-Bob said her name 6 times and has not come up with a pun yet.
Yeah, it took me long. It's early. It's only 7:03 today. We got 3 hours to figure this stuff out. But the point is, we hope you're having fun. And then, of course, we got a national championship coming up Sunday for FCS and Monday for FBS. What's going on, Jake? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited about the national championship game. I leave right after the show. Got the media days and everything going on. Get a chance to go back out to SoCal, see some family while I'm there as well. So it's always nice to get a little added bonus. So very excited about the trip, excited about the game, see how it's going to play out. I know a lot of people are leaving TCU for dead yet again. I am not there. Being around them last week, that is a team that believes they can beat any team in the country. They went out there and proved it against Michigan last week, and I think we're going to have a hell of a football game.
Yeah, instead of go dogs, it's go frogs this week, okay? Ribbit. The Georgia fans could not wrap their head around this. So for those that don't know, even though I shamelessly plug it a lot, so you probably do. I now host a new show called Snaps, a daily college football podcast. It's live on YouTube, but whatever. It's with Aaron Murray. Wherever you listen to podcasts, please, if you like it, share it, review it with your friends or whatever. But Aaron's obviously a very, one of the premier Georgia Bulldogs. He set a bunch of SC records back in the day. So what this has led to is I have a lot of interaction now with the Georgia fan base. And Georgia is struggling to come to grips with who they are right now. Jake. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Like they want to smash teams and go like 28-1 over a 2-year period, but still be liked and still be the good guys, right? And what I'm trying to explain to them, that is not how this works. You are not now, the plucky underdogs punching up, trying to overcome Nick Saban and the evil empire of Alabama. You have cast them off the throne, and if you win this game, you are firmly now seated upon the emperor's throne with all of the evil that comes along with that, right? And so it's like you really think and a lot of them really do, but they really think that the average fan should be cheering for Georgia over TCU
in this game.
In this game,
no.
I mean the incredibly plucky, like truly plucky underdogs. When you talk about TCU, a roster that doesn't even have 50% blue chippers. I think it's about 30%. A quarterback, Max Duggan, who has red hair, looks kind of goofy and wasn't even starting at the beginning of the year. Coach and Sonny Dykes, who was the ultimate retread sort of hire. The fact that they just beat Harbaugh in Michigan and are now going toe-to-toe with UGA, like, how can anyone land on the Bulldogs? And they say, oh, T-Bob Conference, what about the SEC? You got me effed up if you think I give a damn about any other SEC team doing well in football. I want every other SEC program to fail miserably. I want it to burn. I want
maybe hurt a little bit.
I want their coaches to get caught on motorcycles with staffers. I want them to have academic scandal. Like, I want nothing good. I kind of like Mississippi State. And I don't know why. I kind of like Arkansas. I actually don't have this ill will towards them. But pretty much everybody else, you can get these hands any day of the week. And no, Georgia winning national championship does nothing for anyone else. Do not fall into that false logic that somehow Georgia winning another natty helps like you because you're in the SEC. That is not at all the case. Screw Georgia. It's not go Dogs. It's go Frogs.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
That was actually really done, really nicely done. The ribbit there. I don't know if you
ribbit
practiced
came up.
that.
No, I didn't. No. I have. I've tried it like 3 times and it's gone awfully every other time.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Congratulations.
It just worked at the end of the rant.
I'm with you, and our listeners know this. If they've ever listened to me here on 104.5, I am not rooting for the SEC. That is not good for LSU. That is a school that I care about. And if Georgia wins another championship, that is not good for the school that I root for the hardest, which is LSU. If TCU wins, doesn't really affect LSU. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like you've had a couple of players over recent years that didn't play enough at LSU and they transferred to TCU to try to play more, right? So it doesn't do anything to harm the school that I root for the hardest. But if you create another power in the SEC, that makes it even that much more difficult for you as an LSU Tiger. So yeah. I'm fully with T-Bob. And again, if you've ever listened to me, you fully know that. And I'm with you as well in the Georgia. If they win again, like last year was Stetson Bennett, great story, walk-on quarterback. They finally got him one, first one since Buck Bellew was the quarterback in the 1980s.
Shout out Buck Bellew.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
You win radio man.
You win 2.
Yeah.
You start to create another dynasty.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are. Even Clemson. Like Clemson was little old Clemson, right?
Yeah, and I hate Clemson now.
Yeah, they had a verb after them. Well, people, when they were winning championships, didn't like them very much. A lot of people really enjoy 2019 LSU, but if you win 2 in a row, I don't know if that's the case.
See, so that's another else
we don't know that
yesterday. Because he was like, I liked LSU, and I was like, everybody liked 2019 LSU because it was such a flash in the pan. And it had the great storylines of like Coach O and redemption and Joe Burrow and everything else. But like Jake said, had they remained there, you would not have been liked. All of a sudden, the gritty would not have been something fun. It would have been something to be feared or something to get angry about because you're so sick of seeing it. And it is, Jake, I mean, it's pretty crazy what's potentially on the line here for Georgia because you're right. If they win, barely anyone's ever won 2 in a row. We went down the list a few weeks ago. I mean, even Nick Saban only did it 1 time in 11 and 12. So if you win 2 in a row, then yes, I think you can actually already say that Georgia is in the middle of a dynasty. But what's crazy is in terms of the maybe the swings, if you lose, well, all of a sudden you're kind of running the risk a little bit of are you Ohio State? Very good. You got the 1. Can you get another? Do you end up being Clemson? And even Clemson got 2. but they still never got dynastical. They never got back-to-back, and then
Right.
they've kind of fallen off since. I mean, and look, it's because it's near impossible to stay on top. But these are the kind of storylines. And then what happens to Stetson Bennett? He's absolutely beloved right now. Maybe talk about maybe being the greatest Georgia quarterback of all time. Maybe even putting a statue of that man outside of the stadium. Which, to be fair, his facial structure deserves a statue. As we pointed out before, he looks like an old Greek philosopher. But if he loses, then all of a sudden, much like you saw with Coach O, you're going to have all the original anti-Stetson camp suddenly come back. Like if he comes out and he gets confused by that 3-3-5 TCU defense, which can happen, and we get in that more. Athletic had a great article where they talked to a bunch of head coaches, coordinators, everybody else that played these teams or one or the other. And one of the common themes that how they run that 3-3-5 is just so confusing for quarterbacks who aren't used to seeing it.
Because it's different than a normal 3-3-5 stack, a la Mississippi State maybe. It's a little bit different than that. And maybe
I heard
later
it's more
on,
like a 3-2-6, like the Mississippi State
it
one.
is kind of,
or the state one, I think, is that. Or did I read that line backwards?
I'll try to do this at some point during the show. I'll try to cut up the video and see if we can get in the second hour to put it up there, kind of show you some differences and show you exactly, because like when we throw a 3-3-5 out there, what does that mean? And why is that difficult? And shouldn't that be easier to run on? We'll throw some clips up there and kind of show you exactly what TCU did to Michigan and why it's a little bit different than other 3-3-5s that you hear about.
Yeah, and so the question is, what happens to Stetson if he goes out there and he throws 3 picks, 4 picks, and ends up losing the game? It'll be a fascinating commentary on how much of a legacy can be undone in just 60 minutes. Because Stetson has done nothing wrong up to this point. All he's done is shine in the biggest moments. But sports are the ultimate. What have you done for me lately? Can you get across the ultimate finish line? And if you can't, you will still be celebrated, but not nearly to the extent as if he can. So, I'm fascinated to see. And it's interesting because my co-hosts fall on opposite sides of this, as Aaron is very confident that Georgia's going to roll. He's put a big bet on them to cover the 12.5. And Jake, you seem to think that TCU is going to be able to keep this thing a little closer.
I do. What it started out at, it hit at 14, then it went down to 13.5, and you're seeing sharp money come in at TCU, and that's why it's betting down to 12.5. TCU went through a gauntlet this year, and you can hate on the Big 12. You can do whatever you want. I watch tape, and that conference is better than you think it is.
Yeah.
And they went through a gauntlet right there in the middle portion of the season. They did fall short against Kansas State. We all watched that game. If they would have called the plays they should have called, they win that game. They are good football. This isn't just a good story. This team has a quarterback, a running back, a receiver, offensive lineman, special teams weapons. They got special teams player of the year in the Big 12 who plays receiver.
Yeah.
Defensively, right? They've got, I believe, 4 first-team All-Big 12 guys. They've got award winners. They've got Johnny Hodges in the middle, transferred from Navy. He's got as much grit as you ever can find on a football field.
Yeah, they have that Hodges, and Hodges Tomlinson, of course, in the secondary. He is the Thorpe Award winner.
So they got guys.
Yeah.
And Sonny Dykes is a hell of a football coach, right? I mean, he's done it, obviously, at Louisiana Tech, at SMU, longtime assistant under Mike Leach at Texas Tech. And even Cal, that might not have been the best, as far as record, he was as stable as Cal's been in a long time. So Garrett Riley is going to be one of the hottest names in coaching here in the next couple of seasons. He's their offensive coordinator. They can go out there and beat anybody in the country. Now, it's on Georgia to be able to figure out their defense, which Michigan did not. It's on Georgia to be able to stop an offense that's got weapons all over the place, which Michigan did not.
Yeah.
Does Georgia have the personnel to do so? They do. But last game out, TCU outcoached Michigan. Can they outcoach Georgia?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely one of the pillars that I think an upset would be built upon. And then, part and parcel with that out coaching is, does Georgia maybe take it as lightly as Michigan appeared to? And on that, I don't think you're going to catch Georgia asleep in the same way. All right, when we get back, we'll maybe talk a little more about the national championship coming up on Monday. Also, big news out of the NFL as Damar Hamlin wakes up. The reporting is saying that he is not speaking, like literally speaking, right? But he is communicating. He can write. He's in good spirits. Reportedly, right when he woke up, the first thing he asked about was his teammates and whether or not they won the game. I mean, it's an amazing story. And Danny, I should have told you Saturday. Well, we can come back with it. It doesn't really matter. But I thought RG3 had a really cool post yesterday where at first he was saying, shout out to all the first responders. And really, yes, we'll get into that more in a second. But then I guess somebody must have told him, like, maybe, who the specific guy was. And this dude, Denny Kellington, on the Bills staff, was the one performing CPR on Damar Hamlin on the field and was critical in saving his life. So we want to give Denny some shine as well. So Damar is awake, in good spirits, incredible news, prayers answered, and now the NFL is figuring out what they're going to do about this game, as it will be canceled, and there's a few things they're going to vote on this week, and we'll get into that as well. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to Devil, DonaldSonGlassandBody.com. DGBAuto.com works as well. 24/7 towing over there, Donaldson Glass and Body. So if you ever have any towing needs, you can call our friends up there at DG&B. And Nick Frederick will show up in that tow truck, and Nick is looking swole AF right now, right? So you get a little eye candy with that towing. Collision repair, remember, free pickup and drop-off delivery on collision repair. Go to Donaldson Glass and Body today.
DGBauto.com, DGBauto.com. Been doing it since 1977. Truly a one-stop shop, right? Oil change, glass repair, replacement, new tires, tire rotation, whatever it might be. Of course, collision repair. They can do it all over Donaldson Glass and Body. There's nothing that can be done with your vehicle that they can't do it, and they're going to do it at the highest level with transparency as well. Not going to try to surprise you or shock you at the end with this huge bill. DGBauto.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now.
Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll preview Saints-Panthers. The Pels are back on the floor against the Nets, and the Right Radio Hours return. Join us Friday, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Esther and T-Bob, the 2022 LAB Prestige Award winner for Best Sports Radio Show. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
First weekend of the new year, boys. Any big plans? Anything?
Yeah, going to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn. My bad.
Yeah.
Watching the Zion.
I got nothing to do this weekend. I might go to the zoo or something. I don't know. I'm hyped. Maybe Storyland.
Girl, you beat me to it. I was like, so Storyland's happening.
I don't know if it's open.
But if it is,
I mean, it's going to be tough to go into the city and not take a stop by Storyland.
That's what I'm saying. You've already taken quad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already been. Yeah, so you're good there.
Within his first 2 weeks of life, he found his way at Storyland at night for the Christmas celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got to warm up for Disney, bro. Got to get these theme park legs ready to roll. I'm only a month away. I'm going Mardi Gras. I'm going to be rocking this CJ McCollum in Disney, stunting on these you know? What y'all getting into this weekend, boys?
Watching the Zion BI Pelicans tonight. Confident it'll still go pretty well.
Still got McCollum, though.
Then going to a wedding tomorrow. Shout out to my boy Adam and Giovanna. Pumped for that.
Okay. Shout out Adam and Giovanna. Where's my invite? Screw y'all. Okay, so going into break there, we're talking about the national championship. I felt like I had one final point that I wanted to make, but now all this talk of Storyland has just supplanted all of it in my head. Do we care? Wait, Danny, did you get the picture of, it's in the document, did you get the picture of Denny Kellington? Or you can go to RG330. Yeah, there he is, dude. I wanted to give him some shine. Again, this is the guy who was giving Hamlin CPR on the field the other day, saved his life. And I know he's just one of many. Right? But do you want to put some faces to the name here? A real life hero. You know who else is a real life hero? It's a scary, scary story. But did you hear about Peyton Hillis?
Yeah, I did. I heard about that last night.
Peyton Hillis is in critical condition. I think he's stable.
Yeah.
He's stable and recovering. But I guess Peyton Hillis's kids at the ocean. God, the ocean's scary when you get older.
Oh, it's.
And I feel like when I was a kid, when we went to the beach, my parents would just be like, all right, go. And I would just run around for like hours and swim and do whatever I wanted,
Well,
not out of eyesight.
So I never had the opportunity to go to the beach like as a young child, but like now taking my young children, it is like head on a swivel.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like I'm not letting them go in the water without me watching.
I mean, it's
them.
like anything like in the 80s, like
Yeah.
You want to crawl in the back of the car window,
also
and lay there instead of putting seatbelt on. Yeah,
my parents were like, also they were kind of like just hardcore crazy scuba dive people. Like they would do like night dives and rushing rivers and stuff. Just no respect for the evils of the ocean. But anyway, the point is, Peyton Hillis, I guess, I don't know what exactly happened at the beach, but he had to rescue his children out of the ocean. He rescued them. They are completely fine. In doing so, he must have completely exhausted himself, barely survived himself, and now he is in critical condition. But another real-life hero, as Peyton Hillis saving, reaching into the ultimate reserve of energy and everything to save his children. Shout out Peyton Hillis. I'm glad to hear that he is stable and praying for him.
Yeah, I guess
his recovery.
I'm just assuming they got into a rip current, which just automatically, like you think you're good, and then just things can go sideways incredibly fast. But if you've ever met Peyton Hillis, you know he is a gritty dude. I mean, there was no doubt that Peyton was going to do everything he could to save his children. And so, prayers out to Peyton. Great dude. Just a good old boy, man.
Yeah, I still wish he wouldn't have caught that fourth down. That would have been tight if he wouldn't have caught that fourth down back in 2007. But whatever.
You can't hate on that guy being on the cover of Madden.
He did somehow. He was good that one year in the NFL. That was
wild.
wild.
For over 1,000 yards.
Yeah. Shout out Peyton Hillis, man. And while we're on the topic of first responders, I do want to really, not just thank the ones in Buffalo, but thank everybody here on the home front, because I don't know why last night I just kind of was sitting down and really thinking about it. And it's something as you get older that I think you appreciate more and more, maybe when you stop taking stuff for granted, or like when you actually think about something where, like I think about my job and somehow I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go to work today or something. And it's like all I do is sit here and read about sports and then talk about sports. What if your daily job experience is just seeing some of the most horrific, tragic, heartbreaking stuff, also saving lives, but having to deal with all this emotionally, physically? It's just, I can't imagine being a first responder and the just day-to-day work experience that comes out of that. And it takes a very special and unique person to willingly do that. So thank you to everyone who has made it their lot in life to help us all out. It's it's amazing. It's amazing. Now, this again, obviously, the main thing in all of this was hoping that Damar Hamlin would be okay. It looks like that is going to happen, and so now the NFL has tried to figure out, okay, what are we going to do next? It was announced yesterday. Did y'all see the 8 seed talk that floated around for a couple hours yesterday? Saints fans thinking they might sneak back in. There was an idea of getting rid of first-round buys and adding an 8th seed, and all of a sudden the Saints would have, been back in the driver's seat to make the postseason. I think Roger Goodell saw that and immediately shut it down. So it was a fun few hours yesterday on Twitter, though.
I missed that. No, I missed that. But,
yeah, but okay. So Bills Bengals is canceled, and now they're going to vote this weekend, Jake, to determine seeding. I gotta be honest. Like, how much y'all care? Do you think this is worth reading to the audience? Because it's very dense.
It's very dense.
It's very dense, dude.
Like, if it was any other subject, it'd be like, I'm sorry that happened, or congratulations.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. If I was going to boil it down, I would say this. It seems like the majority of these scenarios they're voting on just involve a neutral site playoff game, if it comes down to Bills-Chiefs. So that'll be a bit odd in that I don't know that we have seen that before. And if you're a fan of those teams, you would be traveling late. How do you determine what the neutral site will be? Where does it end up going? And who do you go closer to? It's a lot of interesting things to figure out there. But that seems to be one of the main kind of takeaways. And then there is one other little interesting scenario here where something about if the Ravens win and they're matched up against the Bengals in the AFC wildcard game, that home game, the site will be determined by a coin flip.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of funny, right? A coin flip where millions of dollars in like concessions, a gate, and everything is on the line. That's a cool coin flip.
Yeah.
Like if you like gambling, that's a pretty fun coin flip to get to watch. But the bottom line is that the game will not replayed, and you're probably going to see some sort of neutral site game if it comes down to it.
Yeah, there's a lot there. The most important thing is Damar Hamlin it looks like he is heading in the right direction. So that was the most important thing. And now that we're seeing some progress there, which is great because obviously, like, you just did not know. And I'll be honest with you, like, you're thinking the worst just because it felt like it was bad news after bad news. But thankfully, he's heading in the right direction. So that was the first part of it. And then you try to figure out, okay, what do you do about the game? Because it was always about his health, and then the logistics were secondary.
Yeah.
And so now we're getting into the logistics part of it. And there's a lot there. And you're right. Like, for a coin flip to decide that, and not just like home field advantage, because think about like the Bills and Chiefs and teams like, I mean, we're talking about some of the teams that have the best home field advantage in all of sports.
So, and I could have misread something because it is so dense. The only coin flip thing that I read here was specifically if it's Ravens Bengals in an AFC wildcard game.
Well, sorry. Let me take I'm talking about if it's played at a neutral site game.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay, yeah.
But the coin flip's wild as well. So, but that's, look, you have to do something out of the ordinary because you're canceling a game, and a game in which obviously featured two of the teams that you're talking about here. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm trying to think where that game would be if it was Bills Chiefs. like you said, like what's
I don't know, dude.
I'm trying to think
What's
between.
in the middle? I don't know.
I'm trying to think between Kansas City. I hope they don't play. I hope they wouldn't play that game like somewhere like New York, like, you know, with the Jets Giants. Like,
Dude,
no,
come to the Super. Well, I mean, I don't think, but then like, is that really a neutral site, right? If you're that close to Buffalo,
I mean, you're talking about like neutral, then you'd probably play like.
Hey, how about this?
I don't know, Cleveland.
Come to the Superdome. Come to the Superdome, dude. How tight would it be if we got to watch a Bills Bengals AFC?
It could be. I mean, a dome.
But then again, that's an AFC. That's a Bengals home game at that point, because the Burrow truthers would flood the Superdome, and all of a sudden, since he would probably have the advantage there crowd wise. Dome would be pretty cool to watch those teams in though.
Just don't put in some like stale, just northeast stadium that nobody's going to go to.
As a player, do you think you would care at all?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
No. Now, I will say this, T, in the playoffs, that's where I felt home field advantage more than any other time in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. If you're Buffalo,
yeah.
I mean, the weather of Buffalo, it's like trying to invade Russia during the winter. Like,
well, that was going to be my next point. Like, but I was coming from a place that the weather never changed.
Fair.
Like, it was 80 and sunny every single day. So, like, when we go to Pittsburgh and we can't see in front of our face because of the snow, that's going to hit us different. Kansas City and Buffalo, now, while Kansas City doesn't deal with quite what Buffalo does, there's some nasty weather in Kansas City. Well, the coldest I've ever been in my life playing a football game was in Kansas City.
Which we don't think about normally.
No, it can be miserable. And it's like 20 degrees. It's not even like cold, but the wind, it hurts. Ugh. So both these teams are used to playing in cold weather. So that helps it a little bit because for me, like as a player, and you as well, I mean, it doesn't matter what level you play. You played in massive games as well. You do kind of black out the crowd once you're definitely in the moment and you're trying to focus on the game plan. Like, you hear the noise, but also you put those blackout curtains around it, because if you don't, then you're going to be in trouble. So it does matter in the playoffs, depending on which team it is. But, you know, like if Los Angeles had to go do something like different. They played a dome. They play in California. That's a completely different subject than if, you know, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Kansas City.
And so I'll be interested to see how it ends up playing out. But again, this is all ancillary, as the main point is that Damar Hamlin is awake. And a huge shout out to everyone who made that a reality.
Yeah, Brandon's probably right in the chat. Detroit or Indy, those feel like two spots.
I've heard Indy's great. I've heard Indy's great.
Detroit, that's where Buffalo played when the weather
Okay.
forced them out of Buffalo. Indy is great. Indy's great because it's much like New Orleans in the fact you can walk everywhere. So, like for the Combine, like the weather's not the same, but for the Combine, you're downtown. You can walk wherever you want to go. And that's what makes it a great host city.
I'd like to go to Indy one day. All right, when we get back.
You go to Combine?
No, bro. Combine invite? No, I did not get a Combine invite. Shout out, happy birthday to Daniel Blunt, one of our loyal Bayou Ford YouTube chat members. Hope you have a great one, Daniel. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552. Centralplumbing.org, 925-8552. One-stop plumbing shop. Whether you're looking for repairs, Maybe you think you have a problem, you're not sure. Maybe you just want to remodel your bathroom. You want to get like a tankless water heater. You want to upgrade, right? They've been at it for 50 years, y'all. So I don't care. You got an old house, new house, red house, blue house. They can fix your poo house. Also, it's not just residential. If you're listening and you have a full office building or something that needs its needs met, they do commercial work. They have the full insurance, paperwork, and personnel to do so. CentralPlumbing.org.
Go to the website. You'll see what we talk about every single day. If you're looking to remodel, that can be at your home or business. They are ready to go. I mean, you see the van stacked up there. It doesn't matter how big the job is. They can certainly handle it. And if you want to go tankless with a tankless water heater, I can't encourage that enough. You never run out of hot water. Dishes, laundry, showering, all at the same time. Don't have to worry about it. CentralPlumbing.org.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more.
It's Friday, lock of the week. Join me, Jimmy Ott and Charles Hannegriff, live from Ruffino. Special time, 10 a.m. to noon on Fridays, lock of the week. Game time presented by Bet Rivers from Ruffino's on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Esther and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Can you feel it? Get the hell out of here, KD. We don't have any room for your anti-Semitism, Kyrie. It's Tulane season, okay? Screw y'all. Jacques Vaughn. More like Jacques Bum. No, I like Jacques Vaughn. And I think he's done a hell of a job. But screw the Nets. That's the feeling for tonight. Brooklyn sucks. It's overpriced. Gentrification. Hipsters who claim to care but have forced all these classic neighborhoods out of their homes. Screw Brooklyn. Screw the Nets. I do kind of like KD again. Screw Kyrie. Do they still have Joe Ingles?
No.
Okay.
They got Seth Curry.
Screw Joe Ingles anyway.
Was that going to be a step too far?
No, I was going to take Joe Ingles catch these hands too.
Okay.
Seth Curry, you can catch these hands. I haven't watched a lot of Nets. Y'all know me. I only watch the Pelicans, so I only learn about other teams when they play the Pelicans.
Ben Simmons.
How's Simmons playing?
He's averaging 9 points per game, which is amazing for him.
Wow.
So pretty good.
Okay.
They're winning. I got to give him props. He's not the same player he used to be, but he is playing his role pretty well, and they're winning.
Bum.
Kind of.
He only averaged 18, 11, and 5 as a freshman at LSU. What a bum. Get the hell out of here. He actually was really good. Didn't even make an NCAA tournament. Bum.
Didn't even make an NIT.
Made it. Just said they weren't going to play in it.
Yeah.
Might be worse.
No, I mean, to be clear again, though, I actually did think, I get maybe why some people were frustrated Simmons here, but I thought, if you go 18, 11, and 5, I'm not saying that you can't be maybe a better leader or something, but statistically, he was pretty damn good here on the on the college level and fun to watch. That said, Pelicans, no Zion, no BI, taking on one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Hernan Gomez is fine. You got Jose Alvarado. Herb Jones, good to go tonight?
Yes.
Is everybody else good besides Zion? Am I missing somebody? Is everybody else good besides Zion and BI?
Larry Nance, Willie Hernan Gomez,
right.
both questionable.
Wow, so I just said Hernan Gomez was available, and I just assumed. Nance still being out is a huge bummer. I feel like you need to be at full strength everywhere else.
And then,
yes.
You know what the official tag is?
Sounds awful.
It doesn't sound great.
Yeah, neck spasm does sound awful, actually. It sounds like really hellish to deal with.
Do you ever get one of those, obviously, where you headbutt somebody and then for the whole week you're talking like this, where you have to turn your whole body because you can't turn your neck?
When's the last time you headbutt somebody?
I mean, in a game.
You're saying back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In a game.
It's
the worst.
In my life. Now granted, in our positions, you had generally more build up to the head-to-head contact. So in my life, the majority, and this is not a lie, the majority of my neck soreness has come from headbanging, getting too excited, hearing some rock song, or just getting too fired up, starting to headbang, and then now, especially at my age now, there's been a few times I've done on the show, only then the next day to be walking around the next 2 or 3 days with an overly stiff neck.
Why am I so sore?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm an idiot, and I got too hyped by the nasty guitar riffs and double bass drum. Yeah, line's a little different though, right? I mean, the impact's about from a yard away as opposed to 10 yards away, like y'all used to have. How we feel about tonight, boys? What's the spread on this game?
Last I saw was Brooklyn -4.
Okay. If you were playing it, would you roll the Pels there?
I would.
Pels money line?
I don't know about money line.
I say do it, dude. I mean, if you're gonna go +4, just go Pels money line, right?
Yeah, because 4 in the NBA, as you know, it will be 4 all game long. Then you'll get to a minute left, and then it'll turn into a 9-point victory.
Exactly. I mean, that's right. I mean, if it's if they're up 4, then you're fouling, you don't make the 3, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Pels money line, it's official. Pels money line is the OTB play tonight. We'll check in with Otter a bit later during the Degeneration Dome. In all seriousness, if you are going to beat Brooklyn, what is the key? Is it stopping KD?
Yes, obviously. And I think we'll talk about this game throughout the show, but I think the big key to the game tonight is Herb Jones.
Yeah.
Number one, you need his defense against KD, who statistically is the best player in the league right now. And I talked about this a little bit the other day. I think now while Zion, B.I. is out, you'll need Herb's offense a little more. Even if his shot isn't going, he needs to find a way to contribute. So I think he is the key to the game tonight.
I mean, this is one of the nights where, and like I said, I think generally most of us don't, and I mean, like me mainly, don't actually watch the defensive side of basketball. Tonight's a night where when you're watching, just find wherever Herb Jones is and just watch him. Don't watch the ball, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about Dyson Daniels, too, maybe in a more limited fashion. But he reminds Pelicans fans a lot of Herb Jones last year, and you're going to be chasing around Kevin Durant. You're going to be chasing around Kyrie. Those guys need to take on the challenge tonight.
If nothing else, Smoothie King Center has been awesome this year, and the team has been awesome in the Smoothie King Center. And I believe the Aussie, Lyle Swithenbank, is still in town. The Lyle Tour continues. They're 4-0 since he's been here from Australia. Here's to making it 5-0 tonight. When we get back, let's wrap up hour number 1.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota is there for you and all your vehicular needs. If you need to, if you want a new vehicle, first off, they want to buy your old one, or you can just trade it in, and then turn around and buy whatever you want from All-Star. And I mean whatever you want because they got it all, man. Whether you're looking for like a minivan, something a bit more sleek, maybe you want like a big Sequoia, like whatever, it's all there for you. And they also have it new, or you can customize it. Toyota certified used vehicles as well. It's a great collection with the best service staff, the best people. Go to All-Star Toyota, Baton Rouge, see them off of Airline Highway today.
Yeah, no matter what you're looking to do, like T said, if you're looking to customize that new vehicle, you can certainly do it. But remember, the full fleet is available if you're buying, leasing, or renting, right? So leasing and renting, you just don't get that anywhere else. I'm someone who has leased a car from All-Star, incredibly easy process. T is as well. Certainly, we've rented cars. You can do it as well. Per day rental prices, All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the JimsFirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the JimsFirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
Call Mr. Electric today for electrical repairs, upgrades, and installations.
Service Master Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Master Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off MSRP on a new 2022 Ford F-150, plus no payments for 90 days and 2.9% APR for 72 months. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ATEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Hey, it's on. Join me 1 to 3 on Thursday. We'll chat with Luke Johnson about the black and gold and get ready to paint the picture for the NFL playoffs. On Palmer Show, 1 to 3 weekdays, 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
T, I know I'm a little bit older than you, but anybody that was born around the same time I was, like 84, 85, 86.
Yup.
This was, like, the playlist that we're playing today was our playlist at all of our middle school dances.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Like,
I don't associate this with middle school dances, but that makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older than you. Oh, actually, I'm like 4 years older than you.
Also, I don't know that my school had middle school dances. They were too. They didn't.
Yeah, I went to a public school before I went to Evangel.
Yeah.
And it was this, and then if you wanted to slow dance, you were coming with some Tony Rich Project, Boys to Men, maybe some Drew Hill at that time. It was early Drew Hill. I mean, things like that. That's what was. I'm trying to think. Keith Sweat for sure was on the playlist.
And the dances that we did end up having eventually, we used to kind of have these like unsanctioned dances, because anytime it was the actual school third-on dance, they'd have like 104.7 The Fish, the local Christian station, come up there. And
that Jars of Clay was banging.
Yeah, exactly right. So we'd have these kind of unsanctioned like side dances,
right?
And it was mainly like Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, the East Side Boys, a lot of grinding going on. Usher, yeah.
See, we weren't quite at that time. We weren't
my
quite
junior, senior year.
Because at that time it was like Usher My Way.
Yeah.
Like that version of Usher, which was a banger. But we got early Usher. You got like peak Usher.
Yes.
Like you got it bad. You don't have to call Usher.
Again, I cannot explain to you what a big hit Yeah was. Is that the name of it?
It is.
It is called
I think
Yeah,
with
right?
an exclamation.
Yeah, with an exclamation
right?
Yeah. I'm an idiot too. Outkast obviously was massive, and Ludacris being in Atlanta.
I mean, you're in Atlanta.
Like,
I mean, you had. It's kind of like in Louisiana. We had all the Cash Money, No Limit. Yeah,
exactly.
Same thing.
Speaking of bangers, how about this tweet from the New Orleans Saints yesterday? Cam Jordan got 1 sack in his rookie year in 2011. Only 1 sack. Since then, he has the most sacks in the NFL during his time frame. So since 2012, nobody has gotten to the quarterback more than Cam Jordan. He's 114 and a half sacks. And then how about this, Jake? What do we always say about Cam? Where does he separate from all of his peers? Like, what is the ultimate trait that will get him into the Hall of Fame? It's availability, consistency. He is the 6th player since 1982 to record at least 7 sacks in 11 consecutive seasons. You are the company you keep. How about this? Reggie White, Chris Dolman, John Randall, Derek Thomas, Robert Mathis, Cam Jordan. Shout out Robert Mathis, too. That's some good company right there for Mathis.
He was a beast.
Yeah, but shout out Cam Jordan, man. This incredible. And enjoy him while you still have him.
Yes. He has been everything and then some. And even it gets heightened for me even more so when the fact that you've tried to draft his replacement 2 different times and they have not worked out at all.
Yeah.
It's like
at all.
This man is special. This man is someone you can't just draft somebody to take his place. This is would we agree generational player? I mean, the stats that you just rolled out there, he's on the all-decade team. That to me is generational.
I agree.
Also, like, not just like a pass rush specialist. Like against the run,
yes, great
is
point.
somewhere that he thrives as well. So for me, Hall of Famer, one of the best Saints to ever do it. He'll be in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, a true like his rush grade. There's a stretch there when he was at his peak where his like edge defender grades, which takes in run defense and pass defense, was off the charts. By the way, it is the beginning of Carnival today. So appropriate that my CJ McCollum City came in yesterday. I will be back at Rouse's this afternoon, Burbank and Lee.
Oh, bring it back.
5.
Bring it back.
Very excited. Took off a month for the baby. But Rouse's has king cakes and plenty of them. Going to be giving away, talking about it all day long. We got one we're about to dive into here on the show. So look, if you want king cake, you want Rouse's. Coming up next hour, more OTB. Fun Friday. Let's go.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to AccutempBR.com. That's Accutemp of Baton Rouge. AccutempBR.com. For all your AC, heat, and electrical needs, why don't you go to the place that's going to give you service to the highest degree, okay? Yes, it's a pun, and it's funny, but they take it seriously. And it's not just lip service, it's the core ethos of everything that they do. And so I really don't know how to say it, except if you don't trust me, like, go look at the online reviews, and then once you actually use them, you're like, oh, I get it now. You're going to be blown away. Accutemp of Baton Rouge.
Once you go to the website right now, if you can't get to the phone, you can schedule everything you need to schedule right there on the website. They're going to have a chat pop up as soon as you log on to the site. Any questions that you might have, I'd say questions and concerns, but with the ratings T-Bob just gave you, probably not going to have a lot of concerns, but you can do it all right there on the website, AccutempBR.com. But if you want to pick up the phone, give them a call, 225-725-7882.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Good morning, everybody. It is 8 a.m. on Friday, January 6th. Your government taco forecast in Baton Rouge. Expect clear skies with a high of 71. Coming up on OTB, Rivers Huey joins the show at 9 a.m., and we make some picks into Degeneration Dome at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN, or catch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel and subscribe for daily content. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
I wanna tease you. I wanna please you. I wanna show you, baby, that I need you. I want your body till the very last drop. I want you to holler when you want me to stop. And who can love you like me?
See? Ridgewood Middle School. After you got the fun dance songs out of the way, Keith was going to come set the mood.
Someone tells me that I don't know if you could have followed through on the promise of the hook.
Probably not.
I don't.
Probably not. But you know
I
what?
don't think in 8th grade that
I
you
had
were so
my,
sure that nobody could love them
I had
like
my
you
Scottie
could.
Pippins on. I felt like I could. Okay?
Oh, man. So I've seen a bunch of Lamar Jackson headlines on the screen here.
What a banger.
The last couple of days. I agree, Lamar's awesome.
Let's talk about Keith.
And, okay, I got to be clear. I don't even remember the number that Lamar is asking for. I know he's in the final year of his rookie contract. I know that he represents himself. He does not have an agent. I know that he wants more money than it appears that the Ravens are willing to give him, though. In negotiations, Jake, you can probably speak this better than we can. A lot of times they just go down to the final hour as the two sides desperately try to cling to what they want. And so maybe Lamar and the Ravens end up meeting in the middle. If they do not, I am giving the New Orleans Saints permission to pay that man whatever he wants. Mortgage the future. And I tweeted that in already. We're seeing some people, like my guy Mark Ryan here. He does radio over there in Atlanta for 92.9 The Game. Says, no QB in the salary cap era has ever won a Super Bowl making 13% or more of his team's salary cap. A team can pay Lamar Jackson $50 million per season, and in doing so, ensure they won't hoist the Lombardi. Estimated cap next season, $220 million. 13% of that is $28.6. Hey, Mark, get the hell out of here, nerd. I want to see Lamar Jackson sprinting around in the black and gold, throwing sick touchdowns to Alvin Kamara and to Chris Olave and to Jawan Johnson and Raheed Shaheed. Like, that's a tight offense. Okay? And Lamar Jackson would give you an immediate boost, fan interest, all of these things. Again, is it the best path to winning? There's debate to be had there. I just don't give a damn about the debate. Go get Lamar Jackson. And I actually think that Lamar Jackson is really, a lot of people are criticizing him for representing himself, but this hardball that he's playing better himself, I think it'll pay off in the same way that it paid off for Dak, in that when push comes to shove, if the Ravens don't want to pay him and he hits the open market, somebody will. I believe somebody will, or they'll maybe get closer to the number than the Ravens would. Like, if you open up a bidding war on a former NFL MVP quarterback, even with all the flaws that Lamar has, that market would be explosive.
Well, you have to take a look at a lot of things, right? Because who has a quarterback now already in place? Who has the money to spend on a quarterback? Where is somewhere Lamar would want to go? Would he choose more money or better access to a title? We were talking about the Saints during the break, obviously. Like, if you bring him in, you'd have to bring in someone that offensively could get the most out of his skill set, because I don't believe that Pete Carmichael could. You have a Taysom Hill, which is Lamar light, and you don't really understand how to use him, it feels like. Like, there's times like when the plays are nice, but it's like you don't really know necessarily when to call certain plays. It just the Cleveland game kind of comes to mind here.
We'll hire John Harbaugh to be OC, okay, if we have to. We'll hire John Harbaugh to work under Dennis Allen as OC.
I mean, Harbaugh's more of a special teams guy.
That's true. You
know,
we'll hire
Kyle Shanahan?
No, Roman was it?
Greg Roman?
Yes, we'll hire Greg Roman. We'll bring Greg Roman back, and he can be – actually, that could probably be realistic.
So when you look at a team maybe that would have some money to spend, that is not incredibly too far from being a team that can make somewhat of a run and doesn't have a quarterback situation they feel great about, you could go to maybe the Washington Commanders. That one might make some sense. Now, Pittsburgh's got Kenny Pickett, so you're not going to go into the AFC North. Everybody's set at quarterback. Obviously, Cleveland and Cincinnati are. You look at Chicago, Fields has been electric at times this year. Detroit might have an opening depending on how they view Jared Goff, although he's been pretty good this year. You could go to Houston, but you're far away from playing for anything significant. I mean, you're a bad football team.
And plus, Houston's going to go the young option, right? Like, they're going to go with Bryce Young
How
or
about this team, though? And their owner certainly is not afraid to make a bold move. Indianapolis Colts. Good defense. You've got weapons. Jonathan Taylor at running back, Pittman at receiver. You've got an offensive line
Great O-line.
that's really, really good. You have an owner that will spend money. You could hire the next head coach to fit his skill set, right? You imagine back in the backfield, Jonathan Taylor and Lamar Jackson.
The only thing that's not tight about that is Indy's uniforms are so lame. I mean, they're good uniforms, but they're not cool for Lamar Jackson. Like, look how good Lamar Jackson looks in the black and purple Ravens scheme. Imagine this
stop.
man
Hold
in
on.
the black
Time
and
out.
gold. Yeah.
Right here.
30-second? Okay, you got 30.
Every single person that wears that uniform
looks tight.
Looks amazing. In person as well. It can be like a bad body god.
He's
He
talking
puts
about the
on
Ravens, by the way.
that uniform. I don't know who their tailor is, but they're the best in the league. I swear. I have had teammates go to Baltimore. I'm like,
did you get jacked all
yes. Are you on that juice? Like, what's going on here? It's like, just his uniform. So, to be fair, he would look good, I think, in another uniform, but everyone looks good in that uniform. It was them, and it was the New York Giants. Whoever their tailor was, so much better than ours in San Diego.
Look, there's a lot of people saying Lamar can't throw in the chat. Are y'all stupid? He won NFL MVP. Like, are you legitimately dumb? Like, how do you sit here and type that a cat who won NFL MVP playing quarterback can't throw the ball? That's just silly. Don't be stupid. I'm feeling pretty stupid off this king cake, dude. First pull, random cut. There's the baby. Can't help but feel that it's a great omen for the Pels tonight. I'm feeling really good about that Pels money line.
King Cake Baby coming back too.
Yeah, he DM'd me. My master DM'd me this morning.
Slid in?
Yeah. Basically just saying I'm back. Always nice to welcome the King Cake Baby back to the fold, though. Emil raised a good point, too. If Indy hires Jim Harbaugh, maybe you have Lamar go from one Harbaugh to another. And I feel like Jim could probably craft a team and an offense around that.
Yeah, I mean, offensively in San Francisco, they had Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick. They had some really good units there in San Francisco. I know he came out yesterday, and we can get to that. He came out with a statement that there was kind of no purpose in coming out with a statement because it was very vague, and it didn't really, in my opinion, dispel all the NFL rumors from Harbaugh.
Oh, yeah. You want to read here? I'll read it. We have it here in the document. So Jim Harbaugh says, I am aware of the rumors and speculation of the past few days. College and NFL teams have great interest in all of our personnel, from players to coaches to staff, and I truly believe that is a testament to the strength of our University of Michigan football program. Now, here's where it gets interesting. As I stated in December, while no one knows what the future holds, I expect that I will be enthusiastically coaching Michigan in 2023. I've spoken with President Santaono and Athletic Director Ward Manuel and appreciate their support of me and our program. Our Michigan as Wolverines continues. We're preparing for the 2023 season with great passion and enthusiasm. As our legendary coach Bo Schembechler said, those who stay will be champions. It's funny he mentioned Schembechler, Jake, because as someone who played for Les Miles, that entire quote is so Milesian, so Schembechlian. Their odd cadence, the I expect that I will be enthusiastically, like the enthusiastically just reeks of Schembechler and Miles and that weirdness.
Can I tell you what it's like?
Yeah.
It's like when you're in college, and I told this to Bobby yesterday, and he understood. I think you will as well. When you're in college and you're writing a paper that's got to be a certain length, and you add in words to try to add, whatever the link's got to be, you're adding in a word before a word, and the teacher's like, there was no need to add that word. You're trying to get to, 1,000 words, 2,000 words, whatever, it was.
It's, you know what my trick was for that? When you had not when you had a word requirement, but when you had like 4 pages, double space, inch margins, I would bump those margins up to like 1.05 or like 1.1 inches, right? So you would never notice it with the naked eye, but it would squeeze some extra juice out of those stones. Yeah, I mean, come on. No one knows what the future holds. I expect that I'll be coaching in Michigan 2023. This is about as non of a commitment as you could possibly get from Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
If somebody offers him, I still feel like he's probably gone. An NFL team.
I actually think without question, if they offer him, you don't go interview with the Vikings. You don't have conversations with the Panthers owner. Like, you want to get, unless he's like that person that just loves to be flirted with. Like, he just loves it. He loves the fact that Michigan and the Panthers are going to be fighting over him, and he just sits back and he enjoys it. Now, I can see that from him. Feels like he's got that personality.
Yeah.
But it also, like, 2 years, multiple years in a row, and him having success like he did in the NFL, feels like he's trying to find his way back. College football's changed. Now, I don't know if Harbaugh likes where it's at right now. Probably doesn't, just assuming.
Yeah. No, I would assume as well. Yeah.
So if
the recruiting class wasn't great, like you pointed out the other day.
It wasn't. It was 18th. Okay, so I think if the Colts, I mean, you laid it out yesterday. He's in the Ring of Honor there. Their owner certainly is someone who likes to make a splash. Again, you could pair him with a quarterback like a Lamar, and then the Colts go from kind of the laughingstock to a real contender with the defense and the injuries they've had, and they come back and the offensive weapons we've laid out. So the Colts, with just a couple of moves, I mean, are right back in it. And as well, the South's not great.
The Colts were supposed to be really good this year. It just, for whatever reason, didn't work out. Like, I felt like they were going to be one of the sneaky good teams. Matt Ryan.
They've tried to patch that quarterback. And the only one that's had success in the patchwork's been Phillip.
Yeah.
Phillip went to the playoffs. They almost beat Buffalo. They won 11 games. Outside of that patchwork that they've tried to do with Wentz and Matt Ryan, and it just has not worked.
Yeah. So, we still think that Harbaugh's going. So this is another response that I've got on Lamar Jackson. Same as says, T-Bob, Lamar Jackson will never win a Super Bowl. The problem is, what quarterbacks, like, count the quarterbacks that you look at the NFL right now that have not won a Super Bowl and you say he will win a Super Bowl. How many are there? I mean, maybe throw Josh Allen and Joe Burrow in that mix. Who else?
Kirk.
What?
Cousins.
You get what?
Hasn't won a Super Bowl. Might have a chance to.
Yeah, but no, not might have a chance to. He said he will not win a Super Bowl. So what I'm asking is, I'm showing that it's, in my opinion, flawed logic because only one team hoists it at the end.
Gotcha.
And a lot of incredible quarterbacks showed their entire career without ever playing in that game, much less winning Super Bowl.
College,
doesn't mean they weren't great. I mean, Aaron Rodgers hasn't won one since, he was like 5 years old? He's been MVP like 7 times after he won a Super Bowl, and he's never won a Super Bowl. So I just think I think it's a poor
I'm with you.
attack angle. I think he makes you a significantly better team immediately, and that is a step towards a Super Bowl. Like Joe Burrow may never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Marino went in the second year too and never got back.
Yeah, so like I just don't know. Yeah, I do think if anybody, like the reality distortion fields of Joe Burrow is such that I think he probably does.
But I mean, even on the college level, think about it. C.J. Stroud never won one. Bryce Young never won one. Yeah. I mean, you got really good players.
Bryce Young, the best quarterback of the Saban era. That's wild. Big failure, Alabama. Nerds.
Your guy, Aaron Murray, our guy. He didn't win one.
Got damn close in that SC championship.
He
Fell
did.
Just short.
I mean, he did. And he has every record. And those are some really good Georgia teams. He doesn't have one. Doesn't change how great of a player Aaron Murray was.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning never won one.
I agree.
You know, I mean, that was T. Martin. I know ESPN messed that graphic up, but that was T. Martin.
Oh, wait, did they attribute?
They did.
Wow, they
did.
gave T. Martin's championship to Peyton?
They did. And they're like 98 national champion.
Damn, that's played out, dude. I'd be pissed. Where's T. Martin coaching now?
Great question. He was at Tennessee, USC. You can look that up. But, I mean, yes, I understand championships kind of put the final stamp maybe on your legacy at that position, but it doesn't mean that you can't be highly successful and a really good player.
Wide receivers coach on the Ravens, T. Martin.
Oh, there we go. Bring T. Martin and Lamar as your OC quarterback combo. Let's ride.
I'm going Indianapolis final answer, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be realistic, I don't know the Saints could work it in the cap, right? I like you think that over the Ravens, or you're saying if he gets into a post-Ravens life?
If he goes into a post-Ravens life.
I still imagine that Baltimore is not going to let him.
I can't imagine them letting him go after seeing how different their team is without him multiple times, not just this year, but anytime they've been without him, it's a completely different squad. I think they do everything they can to sign him back, but if you haven't signed back yet, the chance day by day gets least likely. I don't know. I might just go Colts final answer anyways.
Oh, it would be exciting. It would definitely be exciting than everything else. All right. Do want to remind you that if you want to do any gambling over the weekend, the DraftKings Sportsbook app is there for you. That is where I will be placing my Pelicans moneyline bet for tonight, as I have gotten the baby on the first slice of king cake, a sure sign that here at the beginning of Carnival, there will be another celebration going down in the Smoothie King Center tonight, despite no Zion and no BI. But look, yeah, man, DraftKings Sportsbook is awesome. Promo code Baton Rouge when you sign up for incredible deals. Jake, what are you looking at this week? What parlay are you gonna do today? What leagues are we talking about?
I don't know, but I got to get something in because here in the great state of Louisiana, we can play.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I can't do it as soon as I get on that bird later today because thankfully here in Louisiana you have that ability. So I don't know, T. I got to get my championship game in. I got to get my NFL weekend in, and I got to get the NBA in. So I'm gonna be doing a lot between now and 1:45 when that plane leaves.
Are you gonna do a same game parlay for the Natty?
I think I am. I think I want to go whatever Max Duggan's totals are. I want to go up on that.
Oh, whoa! Against the Georgia defense. Damn, son. He didn't hit the over on pass yards for Michigan.
Nope.
Okay.
Michigan's the number one defense in the country, by the way.
I know.
A lot of people forgetting that fun fact.
That's true.
A lot of people forgetting the fact that Michigan had the number one defense.
That's a good point.
And were top 3 in every major category defensively. Pass, run, points, yards.
Yeah, but they got to play Iowa. It's unfair, statistically.
Georgia played Vandy.
Yeah, Vandy, bowl team. Awesome. Did they make a bowl? Nah, they were close. 5-7.
Iowa won a bowl game against an SEC school.
Yes. 21-0, and somehow still had awful offense that game. It was like, oh my bad, I spit on you. It was like,
I'm pretty sure
Iowa was
that was a chunk of king cake came out.
Iowa was like 0 of 15 on third down and won a game 21-0. Iowa is sick. Kirk Ferentz has a problem.
They beat Kentucky by 21. Georgia beat them by 10.
Oh, there we go. There we go, boys. All right, we've gone very long. More to be next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger. In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com. Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust Poll of the Day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, anytime. Hunt Palmer. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the Poll of the Day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Black Widow Jeep Gladiators in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Master Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ATEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
All right, Week 18 in the NFL. Tune in Saturday when the Las Vegas Raiders host the Kansas City Chiefs at 3:30 p.m., immediately followed by the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans at 7:15. Then on Sunday, the Buffalo Bills host the New England Patriots at noon, right here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Well, it's the MI crickets are coming around the south, rolling straight hammers and bows in that old southern south street. Ain't nothing but incense in my atmosphere. I'm bending corners in my lag by, cause that's how we been rolling here.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Hey, Mario.
I was about to say, I think this actually got the Jake seal of approval. We were all taking bets whether or not Jake was going to clown Mario's music selection here. Jake, Danny, I'm putting the NBA. I'm putting a link. Now I'm doing it blind. I didn't listen to it, but I'm putting a link, a YouTube link, underneath the Harbaugh stuff to the Kobe Bryant NBA courtside theme music. Maybe play it a bit later in the segment. Tell me when you got it ready. It's a little funky. Kind of reminds me of this. Also, get that Jim Weber tweet. video ready with audio that you see in there.
Jim Weber.
Who's Jim Weber?
The Michigan fan, right?
I don't know. I follow this guy on Twitter, and it says film, TV, and podcast producer, college sports, and uniform fanatic.
Yeah. He used to have...
And he's awesome. He just has great tweets.
He's a big Michigan fan.
Oh, okay.
And he does have great tweets. He used to have, like a Twitter persona, and, like, that was his Twitter handle. Then he went to his name and picture. I cannot think what it was before, though.
I don't know.
But he's a great follow.
Excellent follow. Excellent follow. I would Jim M. Weber on Twitter. I believe it is. Welcome back to OTB. Getting ready for the weekend. Celebrate. Hey, Jake, random little bit of NFL news here. I figured you would enjoy this. Your boy, Dan Campbell, and the Lions, still very much alive for the playoffs. So as Saints fans this weekend, you're going to watch Saints games because you want to see the Saints, right? But if you're looking for like rooting interest with underdogs, other teams that maybe you like, and you want to see them do well, there is a scenario here in which the Lions get in. It is not likely because not only do they have to beat the Packers in Green Bay, where they are, listen to this, Jake, this is why. Have you ever heard of divisional dominance like this? In the Rodgers era, the Lions are 1-10 in Lambeau. But even beyond that, they have won, they're 3-28 in their last 31 visits to Lambeau Field. And in the NFL, where it's supposed to be that anybody can win on any given day, and that if your divisional opponent especially, you can tend to punch up because you're so used to playing one another. And one of those 3 wins is a week, an end of the year game in which Green Bay rested all of its starters. Now we also know one of those losses is where Aaron Rodgers rested and Matt Flynn torched him for like 17 touchdowns.
Oh boy.
3-28 in the last 31 visits to Lambeau. But if they win, and then if the Rams can somehow beat the Seahawks in Seattle, which does not feel like that is the case, the Detroit Lions will make the playoffs.
No, that's wild. That dominance is wild. I was sitting here and I was thinking, I think in the 2000s, I think like we were 14-6 against the Raiders, like for the Chargers. It was like 8 in a row, and that felt like dominance. And you're talking about a completely different
this
kind
is like
of dominance.
30 years.
Yeah.
If you play once a year in Lambeau, right? And you're talking about 3-28. We're talking about 31 years of getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like,
And just a franchise.
I'm 33.
You're a man. It just doesn't happen in the NFL. Now, Detroit's been really bad. They've been an awful franchise. A lot of teams probably have their best winning streaks or their best 10-game sample size against the Lions. But this is a different Lions.
Yep.
I mean, Dan Campbell has his team, even when they were losing at the beginning of the season, they were still very competitive. They were in all of those games. They just couldn't figure it out because, they'd never been there before.
Yeah.
And just like we say all the time, good teams find a way, bad teams find a way. Well, they did not know that way. Now they found that way. And it's a great story. I am rooting for the Lions.
That's what I'm saying. This weekend, it's going to be fun to watch. Root for the Rams and root for the Lions so that the Lions can make the playoffs.
Yeah, I want them to make the postseason. That would be a major step for them. And they were on Hard Knocks, and so a lot of people got to peek behind the curtain. How can you not like if there's maybe two people from Texas A&M that I enjoy. We had one on the show yesterday, Billy Lucci. The other's Dan Campbell.
Yep.
Okay. If you went to A&M and I still consider you someone that I
we
enjoy.
like Jay Arnold as well. We said that. I did. So.
Yeah, there's got to be one more. I feel like I'm really I mean, Nolan Kane, I like you, but you're an LSU guy. You just happen to be there.
Surely you have like a teammate from the NFL or somebody that you're disrespecting right now.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, that win was kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie.
Just think about whoever used to wear their class ring, and you probably will remember. Dat Nguyen is a
Dat Nguyen.
Yeah, no, I mean,
linebacker.
he's a no, I know, I remember the player.
Yeah.
How could you forget? There's not a ton of Asian representation or Asian name representation in the NFL, and Dat Nguyen was a beast. But I didn't know he was an A&M guy. That's cool. But to be honest, I don't know much about A&M pre-SEC. A&M. Have you all seen? Yeah, it's so funny, man. Speaking of the NFL, life comes at you so quickly. Have you seen all the latest rumors of Mike McDaniel? He went from being the toast of the town. Now they're saying he's getting fired, and that they're going to go after Sean Payton. I mean, this man just a few weeks ago was being celebrated as like the quarterback whisperer. Everybody loves him. He's so cool. He's so quirky and chill, and he's a new age NFL head coach. And now the rumors are they're going to fire him for Sean Payton.
Look, he's dancing to the music with his team, and it was like everything he did was like content gold. And now, they're trying to get him out of town. Look, I for one think he's a good coach.
I do too.
I just think he's trying to figure it out. He's the first year, and there's so many things that happen when you're a first-year player in the NFL, when you're a first-year coach, when you're a first-year GM. They're hard. You got to figure them out. You have to go through some of those things. Very rarely do we see a first-year head coach just take a team that was a bad team and get them to a point where they're playing for a championship. Like you could say like LaFleur in Green Bay, but like that wasn't a bad situation that he took over necessarily.
Yeah.
Right? Now, he's won 13 games a couple times in a row, which is impressive, but that's not the norm. The norm is, and he had more success in typical first-year coaches, like you have to kind of go through some growing pains. There's some situations that you have to learn.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for him, man. I feel like
Look, if they fire him.
Stephen Ross is desperate, though.
If they fire him, the Saints need to make him the offensive coordinator tomorrow.
Yeah, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000%. And he's the type of coach where I feel like you could put him with any quarterback and he would adjust to highlight. Like if you want to go Lamar McDaniel, I can only get so engorged this morning. Ashley Megan says that Dat Nguyen owns a bunch of Chick-fil-A's in Dallas now.
Oh, shout out.
Freaking rolling in it, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Dat.
Is Chick-fil-A the one that if you own it, like you have to somewhat be like an operator of it as well?
You have to, I believe it's that you have to tithe to the Truett Cathy family. If you don't give them 10%, they break your kneecaps.
I don't think they break your kneecaps.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't know, dude. Truett Cathy don't play games, huh?
10% is usually the standard.
The biblical tithe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Truett Cathy says, you better give me that 10% or I'm sending my chicken minions to come get you.
Why you hating on that man?
I love Chick-fil-A, dude. I'm not hating on his faith. I'm saying that he demands. You ask about being a franchisee.
You think he breaks kneecaps?
Yes. I don't think you rise to the level that, actually, rest in peace. I think Truett is passed.
You would know more about Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's an Atlanta-based company, right?
Dwarf House was the original, it's kind of fantasy, kind of cool. Dwarf House was the original Chick-fil-A.
There was one we only had one growing up, one singular Chick-fil-A because it wasn't what it is now. It was in Pierre Bossier Mall in Bossier City. And we would make the trek to go get some Chick-fil-A. That's the only one like in North Louisiana.
Yeah, I mean,
Pierre Bossier Mall.
Bilbo says, surprising when you own a Chick-fil-A. Greg Lamont says Chick-fil-A is the highest threshold to buy into the franchise. Bunny Money said it's tougher to be a Chick-fil-A owner than making it to the NFL. And then, yes, James Barr is saying that Chick-fil-A requires active ownership. So I want to see Dat. Like looking super jacked in like a Chick-fil-A polo tucked into the pants.
Yeah. God, I'm learning a lot of Chick-fil-A stuff. Bilbo, Chick-fil-A supplies all the upfront costs and new construction, but you pay the highest royalties.
Exactly. See, so my joke actually works out. Yeah.
You can't own multiple ones either.
Truett don't play these games.
Brent, big fan of Jersey Friday. It is Jersey Friday. There's only one person in the studio that doesn't have a jersey on.
Oh, it's a thing now all of a sudden. After we didn't do it for like the longest time.
Look, I mean, you should get the memo on.
Come on,
had it in the group text.
I'm not disappointed Maro's not in a jersey. I'm disappointed that now for 2 weeks in a row.
College shirt?
Yes. We have celebrated the chain and celebrated the watch, but you keep pairing it with a collared shirt. The gold chain does not work.
It's weird, man. Going to work, in my mind, I'm like, collared shirts. I guess I got to get out of that mentality.
No, what's weird is you refusing to do what you say you're going to do every single day. Solid black T-shirt.
Okay.
On Monday. Okay. Solid black T-shirt. Okay.
Hey, Mario. Solid black T-shirt. Okay. A dark color pant. So no khakis. You can go khakis if you want to, but a dark color pant if you have it. And I want to see some product.
Okay.
Product in the hair.
I got the wax spray.
Dark
on here.
Pants. Product.
There we go.
Yeah, that's all, dude. And with the gold chain out though, and the watch.
Okay.
Because hey, they're a good look.
They are a good look.
I like them.
I like them too. All right, when we get back, more OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. Join me and the All-Star family. It's right there off of Airline Highway. You get Toyota certified used vehicles where you still get that excellent Toyota Care warranty coverage. You can buy brand new. They can custom order whatever you want. You can actually order a new vehicle right there on the website. Seems crazy to me, but if you're into it, go for it. Quick, easy, the best. Go see them off of Airline Highway today. See what they can offer you. And if you need to rent, cheaper per-day rental prices, traditional rental companies, All-Star Toyota, Baton Rouge.
You can go to the website. You can find everything that we tell you about every single day, but we love telling you about the rental process, right? Per-day rental prices. If you've got a trip coming up for the new year, maybe Mardi Gras break like T-Bob, right? Going to Disney, you want maybe a Sandy minivan, a Sequoia, something a little bit bigger. Maybe you want something better on gas mileage. Maybe you're a Disney adult. It's just you and the missus and the man. Whatever it is, they got you covered. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com.
Our listeners fire up their opinions on the JimsFirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the JimsFirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll preview Saints-Panthers. The Pels are back on the floor against the Nets, and the Right Radio Hours return. Join us Friday, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Fans for the protection of the players and fans, and in the spirit of good sportsmanship, the National Basketball Association requests that you refrain from throwing any objects at participants or onto the court. Such behavior can cause serious injury, and violators will be ejected and subject to arrest. We also remind you that any spectator going onto the court at any time will also be ejected and subject to arrest. We thank you for your cooperation.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Damn. NBA courtside had no right going that hard. Oh, that right there, the guitar hook. Now, the video where you actually get like the gameplay going on is super tight as well, because you have like a 64-bit polygonal Kobe doing like 360 dunks, Shaq throwing down two hands, Keith Van Horn doing a reverse jam.
No, Keith Van Horn was not jamming anything. He might have hit an open three in the corner.
I was going to say reverse layup, but then I didn't want to disrespect him, man. Well, I don't know. To me, I think of Keith Van Horn as a dunker because he was on the cover of NBA. It might have been like NBA Jam 98 or something, one of the ridiculous dunking games. And so I was throwing
Keith Van Horn was?
He was on the cover of one of the NBA games in the late 90s. What is up with N64 theme music? Because can we get the GoldenEye music ready to roll as well, Danny? Because that had no right being as sick as it is when you're just making like the title screen
NBA
music.
Jam 99.
That's what I'm
Keith
saying, dog.
Van Horn.
KBH.
What?
Yeah, baby. I'll never get it. It was awesome. They do like front
What?
flips when they go to dunk and stuff. Yeah.
Who was on the cover of NFL Blitz?
Which one? 2000 or the original? I think Cordell Stewart was 2000, and he's sitting there like this.
Yep.
And it's like the sky is like
Don't
opening
try
up
to game a
behind him.
gamer. Don't try to game a gamer. You're
hell
good.
yeah, dog. I got
Keith
you.
Van Horn.
Courtside was a really good game, though. NBA Courtside was
Big win for Keith.
Yeah, I mean, come on, yes. Nobody thinks about Keith Van Horn anymore, and no one. It's kind of
Actually,
like,
we did talk about him like a month ago.
it is the equivalent of Peyton Hillis being on the cover of Madden.
Yeah.
Right. It's when you're hot, and sometimes the universe lines up and everything tends to work out for you. Jake, here's a clip. Speaking of Jim Harbaugh, here's a clip that I think you will thoroughly enjoy. Look at it.
Hey, everybody. Look who I found wandering around the halls. You'll never guess who Screech's cousin is.
Hi, everyone. I hope I'm not too late.
Jim, you made it. Everyone's probably just a little bit confused because we look so much alike. But this is my cousin, the real Jim Harbaugh. Hey, everybody.
I don't know Saved by the Bell as well as you did, and that's what that was, folks. If you're just listening, that's Mr. Belding starting off the clip, and then Screech claiming that Jim Harbaugh was good. What was the angle here?
I think that's Saved by the Bell, the new class.
College?
No. The
What's
new class. It's not the college. It's after Zach, Kelly, Jesse, AC, all the main characters. They tried to bring back the new class.
Wait, they did a Saved by the Bell where everybody left, but Screech was still there?
He was something with the school, yeah.
Ooh, boy, that is bad.
I'm surprised Jim did that. Okay, I'm going to be real honest.
Look how young he looks, dude. He looks
Yes, I see by the Bell, the new class.
nice
3.9
pull.
out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
Oh boy. Because Harbaugh just doesn't seem like somebody that would even do that. I sat down with him for 5 minutes last week, and he didn't want to be there until we asked him about Max Duggan and the Big 12 championship game. Then he lit up. Then
Really?
he was excited, and he was laughing. And so maybe he's got to open him up a little bit.
just
Or maybe
keep
his
talking about
personality's
quarterbacks?
changed over time. But, yeah, and why Screech wearing the T-bar? That's making me angry.
I mean, I don't know. T-Bar kind of makes sense for Screech, though, right? He's a nerd. Like,
Yeah, but
he's
Jim ain't
not
wearing
very
no T-bar.
athletic. No, exactly.
And
But-
that's an old like NFL Europe helmet that they tried to make cool for like a long time with
Oh,
like the
really?
sideways, like it was like a flat sideways face mask.
I never noticed it.
Yeah.
I never
What was
noticed
NFL Europe's other name? World League?
I don't know. I always called it NFL Europe, and I always had a dream of playing for the Claymores.
I want to play for the Berlin Thunder.
Ooh, the Thunder. All right, Danny, do you have the GoldenEye music ready to go? No. Yes. No. Wait, this is
Nintendo 64.
Is this the actual
GoldenEye Nintendo 64 theme song.
It's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'll
It
find
started
it
like
in the break.
you thought.
Yeah, I'll find it in the break. No, this feels like this is not a remix. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll find it. We'll come back with it. All right, when we get back, more OTB as we close out hour number 2. Then we got River Chewy coming in for hour 3. Keep it locked right here.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off MSRP on a new 2022 Ford F-150, plus no payments for 90 days and 2.9% APR for 72 months. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Toyota in Opelousas is here to help you ring in the new year with no markups, and you'll never pay over MSRP. And we have new inventory arriving daily. So Happy New Year from our Corville Toyota family to yours.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed.
Friday, lock of the week. Join me, Jimmy Ott and Charles Hannegriff, live from Rufino. Special time, 10 a.m. to noon on Fridays, lock of the week. Game time presented by Bet Rivers from Rufino's on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Double O. 7. Keep it going. I can see Danny just creeping through the club. Looking. Got that infrared predator vision. Who's looking lonely and insecure? Who can I convince to sleep with me by basically doing nothing at all except for remaining quiet and enticing them with my mysterious nature in gold chains? Target acquired. That girl sobbing in the corner. I'm just kidding.
He's like Maverick got his sights.
Yeah. When target locked. Stay on target. Yeah. So this is the GoldenEye pause music. That's what I was. That's what I was looking for. It is a vibe. A lot of nostalgic memories with this. For many of us, the first of many multiplayer shooters that we would go on to play in our lives, right? Like, now I know, like, if you were a PC guy, you probably played like, I mean, certainly just
Doom.
as far as FPS, like, yes, like Doom. I'm trying to think about multiplayer though. I think like Unreal would have already been out at that time. I'm missing one for sure. But for many of us who were either maybe a bit younger or didn't have a PC yet, GoldenEye was not only our first-person shooter, but our first multiplayer first-person shooter. Like a lot of great sleepovers spent playing this game. We used to always play License to Kill mode, where it was just one bullet death, one chop death, just got to be perfect. Also, I still think the proximity mines are really cool. Like for an N64 where you could throw them on the wall. Well, they had the ones, I guess, the remote mines you could blow with your watch.
Yeah.
But then I think they also had like the movement ones, right? And I used to love like setting them all up and then blowing up the whole room. Was Counter-Strike pre-GoldenEye?
I played Doom
That's what a lot of people
on
are
PC.
saying.
That's like the first that I remember.
Well, the first FPS, but I'm talking about multiplayer. I didn't realize that Counter-Strike would have been pre-GoldenEye. I always thought that Counter-Strike was maybe right afterwards. I mean, you were talking about a game still kicking ass. CSGO is still one of the most played, most watched games in the entire world. I'll like every now and then catch myself just turning on a little CSGO, even though I've never really played Counter-Strike. LSU Sports Fanatic said, I used to kick butt on 007 games with Odd Job. Well, I mean, there's no honor. And at least, I can't speak to any other 007, but in the N64 GoldenEye, there's no honor in playing Odd Job because you have a literal exploitative advantage because you're so short. You know, this is before we had two thumbsticks to aim with. And so you're so short that, like, your reticle just sits at the center of the screen naturally, and so it would just go over Odd Job's head. So, like, you couldn't hit Odd Job unless you aimed. So, no, I award you no honor, LSU Sports Fanatic.
I really wanted, now you can do it, and certainly if you spend some money, you can do it. I just wanted like a real fighter pilot joystick, like cockpit experience back then, and you couldn't get it. You had joysticks, but like I'm talking about like, you know, like PFT's got like a real one. Like he's got a flight simulator.
That hole goes deep.
Yeah.
Now, like you can basically recreate for real. And I've heard some interesting things, like Microsoft redid. So they make a flight simulator game, and they redid it a couple years ago, and it's pretty fascinating because it's not even like you can fly like dogfighting games and stuff out there, but that's not even one. You just fly like commercial planes and commercial routes, but it's like using like all this Google Earth imagery, so it's like accurate. And
yeah, I want dogfight though.
Yeah,
like that's what I want.
But there is something to be said. Like, wouldn't it be kind of nice if you had like a chill night? You turn down the lights, maybe like grab yourself a whiskey, and you just fly like.
Are you trying to be Denzel Washington
like
in
NOLA
flight now?
to Atlanta or something.
Or
or
whiskey
maybe fly
before
up
you
to
fly?
New York. Well, I mean, you're not really flying the planes. You're just kind of relaxing.
No, I want too close for missiles. I'm switching to guns.
Yeah, but you can get it.
I know. Well,
you can get it.
You know, I got.
It'll cost a couple thousand.
Yeah,
but you can get it.
You know, I Number 5 on the way. I don't know if I can spend a couple $1,000 on a flight simulator.
But you have something that is great in this equation, and those are boys who would also enjoy it. So you buy it for them.
Yeah, it's for babe. It's for them.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Don't you want to give our kids a cool life?
Yeah.
What's cooler than a Pop-A-Shot? A full dogfighting flight simulator in your basement.
Yeah.
Or I guess basement.
We don't have basements in Louisiana.
In your room.
See, we had this thing called sea level. We're under it.
I feel for all the kids that grew up without basements because that's where it used to go down, bruh. Whew. A lot of horny shenanigans going down in the basement. LSU Sports Fanatic, you can tell T-Bob was a kid crying when someone picked Odd Job. No, because my group of friends were not degenerates and we were men of honor. Odd Job was outlawed. You were not allowed to be Odd Job. Man, that was a lot of fun. All right. When we get back, hour 3, I think Rivers is back. We'll see. OTB.
You didn't even check.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob. Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust poll of the day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench. Anytime. Hunt Palmer. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the poll of the day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Black Widow Jeep Gladiators in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution. A network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Master Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m. on Friday, January 6th. Your government taco forecast in Baton Rouge. Expect clear skies with a high of 71. Coming up on OTBOT, Rivers Huey joins the show in studio up next, and we make some picks in the Degeneration Dome at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at OTB_ESPN, or catch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel and subscribe for daily content. OTBOT, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge Studios, starts now.
Let we go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, Peter, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what up, y'all? Hour number 3 of OTB. T.O. Jake Meyer, Danny, and now back, Miss Rivers Huey back here with us on a Friday, as we do every final hour of Friday. Looking very businessy today.
We're professional.
In your
Look,
blazer, very, very professional.
You guys don't get
I
out
would
much.
say.
This is a thing that girls wear now to not be professional.
What?
Just like
A
blazer
blazer?
jackets.
That doesn't
yes.
make any sense. That's
yes,
ridiculous.
it is just like
This is absurd.
you're at home with your kid.
I don't believe you.
You just
I
have
don't
too
believe
many to go anywhere. You gotta get out more. This is a thing people wear. You think I'm just like willy-nilly owning blazers and just wearing them around? Danny.
It looks a little willy-nilly.
Do girls wear blazers?
Don't throw to Danny like we don't know what we're talking about.
Danny, I think, is the official cool person in this room.
I don't know if people at the
I ain't
Republic
giving that
wear
up.
blazers.
Nah.
Do people dress like this?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, great
When
insight. Yeah.
To go to work, and then they get off of work, and they remain.
And they
in their
go to the
work
bar
clothes.
to have
Yeah,
a
and then they go to the
drink.
bar for the drink.
This is like a very. I have yoga pants on, Converse tennis shoes, white T-shirt, and like a blazer. This
So-
is a thing that people wear.
Well, this is interesting then.
Okay.
Because you just accused, like you just said, what? You think I just threw this blazer on willy-nilly?
No, I meant.
Now it feels like you kind of threw the blazer on
No.
willy-nilly.
I meant.
Very
Do you think that like I wasn't sure that people wore it or not? Like it was like I just was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna come up with my own style. I'm gonna throw this blazer on.
No.
That's
thought
what I
you-
meant by
No, I
willy-nilly.
thought you had a big business meeting to go to after
Yes,
this.
in these Converse tennis shoes, I'm about to pop into
yep.
a business meeting.
Well, it is 2023 now.
I guess
mean,
it's
you
true.
Can wear
You can
Converse
dress
down,
however you want.
know,
Shoes and suits.
Mullets are always in.
Most meetings happen from people's dining room tables.
All
you
the
know?
rage.
I mean, they do.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. So
I don't like
over
that.
this final hour, we got Degeneration Dome coming up at 9:30. Kind of talk about what's going down this weekend. And then
Wait, I
don't
didn't.
like
I
this.
don't know if this is in reference to me calling Danny cool, but Emil said Mario just called a stray. I did not mean that you
Mario
are
did
not
catch a
cool.
stray.
Did get stray.
I was also calling y'all not cool as well. I mean,
Well, I know
I guess they were just strays flying.
Being cool is a very subjective concept.
That is true. It
I'm not
is true.
tripping.
Very, very
It is
much
true.
so,
I
Mario.
should have- I
Hey,
should have
you're
worded
cool,
that better.
I'm cool. He's cool. We're
Also-
cool.
I think I should have worded it like this. I think Danny is out in the world with people who dress like this, like who with the youths,
It
you know,
wasn't-
at bars.
Okay, I think you're just like now peppering. Because we're in the direct line of fire. I
Yeah,
understood that from the
yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to
Yeah,
make
they're like
Mario
the same
feel better,
age.
I think the difference is like single versus not single. Is what
Yes,
you're actually
yes.
looking for.
That is probably what.
That's what we were looking for there.
That's probably better way to.
Even though like Mario goes to like the Republic and the beach and stuff, and I don't think you're seeing a lot of blazers there. I would have to imagine you're not seeing a lot of blazers.
I
at
would
the Republic
imagine that is not where I would hang out, so probably not a lot of blazers there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now we're in agreement.
You know what's being cool? Being nice to your friends. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What the heck, Rivers?
Good to see you.
Throw on a blazer all willy-nilly and then just become a completely different person.
I know. I didn't bring champagne.
All right, I feel a little disappointed. I was looking forward to having a couple drinks this morning.
Well, I wasn't sure if, I don't know where you are in your, newborn life. I didn't know if, you would even participate. He has not drank champagne in the last 3 times I've brought champagne.
When has alcohol ever been put in front of my face and I haven't drank it?
That's true.
If we're being honest.
The problem is that I bring it for 3, and then it's 2 drinking it, and then it's too much.
Yeah, I feel great.
It's too much when I get home. And then I also just finished a juice
Why am I, why am I catching these? I have work on Fridays where I do another 3-hour radio show that I have to drive. He doesn't have his show on Friday, so I understand.
And now I'm being attacked.
Look, I didn't see you guys
I go to Rouse's. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't see you guys on Festivus. I got a lot of problems with you people, and now you're going to hear about it.
Okay. What do you got?
Wait, what?
Well, Festivus.
Oh, you already said the problems.
Yeah, the problems.
You just said the problems just now.
Wow.
I'm unclear as to what the problems are. You didn't actually. All you said was that.
That he's not drinking.
Yes. And then what about me?
You're accusing me of this blazer thing. I don't know what you're accusing me of, but
I don't. I'm not. I'm just living my life, man. I'm just chilling, hanging out. I'm just wanting to talk about Angel Reese kicking ass, 28 rebounds, 26 points, beating A&M by 4. I'm trying to talk about Sam Hartman going to Notre Dame. We actually have pictures of Sam Hartman.
I saw that.
In a Notre Dame uniform.
What a handsome devil.
So this is where it gets interesting.
Have you seen what he thinks?
Because Sam Hartman is beautiful. Sam Hartman may be one of those rare guys where he looks better on the field of battle, a little sweated up, a little messed up, versus a stage photo shoot like this.
T-Bob's trying to call him less handsome.
I think he looks less handsome now. And I don't know if it's a Notre Dame uniform. I don't know if it's because his hair is too perfect here and I prefer it more tousled, right out of the helmet. But Sam Hartman on a football field looks better than Sam Hartman in this picture.
Can I get a photo of Sam Hartman on a football field? I just want to do a little.
Danny, can we get a photo?
Can we get a photo? I'm just looking for a little.
But doesn't everyone look better in the heat of battle? It's like a Roman in the gladiator in the Colosseum. Maximus looks better when he's fighting someone than when he's just walking around.
I think it's hard to look at this and think, oof, less handsome.
Yeah, I mean, it's good looking.
Yeah, but look at that. That's what I'm telling you. Thank you.
The beard's thicker, though.
Exactly, and the hair's messier.
There's some sweat.
That's what I'm saying. When you tighten Sam Hartman up, he gets less good looking.
But no, but I think
this guy.
Yeah, can we talk about what happened to his beard? This is a great beard.
Yeah, because he tightened it up. That's what I'm saying.
Notre Dame probably tried.
That doesn't even look tight. That looks.
That is someone that tried to trim.
Yes, and
went
he used
too close to the sun.
he used the wrong guard.
And went to the wrong guard.
He went to the
We've all
wrong
been
guard.
there.
So
we've all been there.
Any apologies?
No, because everybody would look better with sweaty and their hair a little messed up and on the football field.
I don't think that's true. I get what you're saying. There is something naturally sexy about being in the battle, regardless of sport.
Are you telling me that is a 21-year-old man?
He's probably 23.
No, he's probably older. He's been in college 5 years.
He looks 35.
Yeah, no, he looks old, especially when his beard is thicker and
he
everything.
Looks like a 35-year-old
man.
And
that is the other thing. He looks younger here because he trimmed everything up. So, I feel pretty vindicated. Put him side by side.
Look,
Actually,
I'm willing. I am willing to say you are correct here.
Okay. Whoa, Jesus. I mean, save the audio. Go ahead and clip that and send it to me because I don't think I have ever
new ringtone
a debate with Rivers and had that be the result.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm not saying he's not a good-looking guy. I think that
still good looking.
Yeah, I think that he is better looking in the photo Danny found.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. What about what do you think, Jake? Is he actually going to be is Notre Dame going to be good now? Because I will say this.
Notre Dame was good this year. They weren't great.
But I mean great. That's what I guess I mean.
Drew Pine's no longer there. Obviously, that's why Sam Hartman is there. Drew Pine actually played pretty well last year. Now, not to Sam Hartman's numbers. I mean, Sam throws for over 30 touchdowns, 3,700 and some change yards. I believe he was 8.1 yards an attempt, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, he's a difference maker. I mean, he is somebody. Now, his completion percentage went from 57 his sophomore year, 58 his junior year. I think it was 61 this year. So, even that's gotten better. That's been one of the questions about him, completion percentage, because it wants to be close to 70 now in college football, but he's the real deal. So they got a lot better, in my opinion. Even though Drew Pine didn't play bad, Sam Hartman's a top 15 quarterback in college football.
And what, Rivers, did you want to – it seems like you
I
wanted
was
to
going to say, I have a lot of stats in my brain about them.
Yeah,
you're like, what is it that you're trying to say here?
Yeah,
Stetson Bennett is older than that guy.
I know. I know.
What?
Well, Stetson Bennett is.
Old Timothy Chalamet is really, that's just wild to me.
There's a lot of wild numbers. I think, then it's Stetson.
That's the stat that I have. I don't know.
To me, the one is Stetson and Lamar Jackson, I
Oh,
believe.
yes. Same age.
Yeah, graduated in the same class.
Same age.
And Lamar Jackson's already like multiple years removed from being NFL MVP, and Stetson's still in college. It is one of my favorite, not that I actually care, because he's been great, and it is a cool story, but if you want to make Bulldog fans mad, that is such an easy and fun attack angle. Just to make fun of Stetson.
Does that make Aaron mad?
Oh, dude, they all get so mad.
Should we all put him in like a text and send it at the same time?
Absolutely. Just everybody clown Stetson about he's basically out here just like balling on junior high kids when he's like a senior in high school. Like, of course he's doing.
At
Put
his
me on an
age-
8th grade football field and I would dominate.
Like, honestly, at his age, I was in my 3rd year in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like, me as a 3rd-year NFL player, to me as a senior in college, I knew so much more information. I felt like I was much more mature, and some of that's because I went to another level. But I was in my 3rd year, and I wasn't like a young – now I didn't redshirt, but I wasn't a young person coming to LSU. I went to Evangel, okay?
Yeah.
I wasn't young. I was 19 when I got here.
Evangel, that's true.
But I was in my 3rd year in the NFL when I was 25.
Wow.
I don't know if this is because I grew up in a college town and so I was around a lot of like college people all the time and like athletes. But I have this thing even now where when I see, I mean, unless they're like very youthful looking, when I see college athletes in my mind, I always think they're older than me. I don't know if it's because, I don't know if it's because I've always been around them and for the majority of my life, they were older than me.
I know what you're saying.
I guess y'all were athletes, so it's different for you. But like, still, like, I still have to remember, like, when I look at pictures of like college athletes, like that guy's not, so much younger than me, and not from like a is he attractive or not attractive, just purely age.
I'm not there with college athletes. I've finally gotten old enough where I think everybody in college looks like, now I'm like, oh man, they look aggressively young.
Yeah.
But certainly with like an NFL vet, it's like 28 years old. Like, yes, I feel like that guy is older than me, only to find out that no, he's just way younger and vastly more successful than I am. Like, Patrick Mahomes should be at least my age. And Pat Mahomes is what, like 26 or something like that, like 27 maybe. So, no.
Yeah, like I'm Matt Ryan's age.
Yeah, see, that's weird. Matt Ryan feels old as hell.
He feels
Like,
old to me, and
Aaron
I'm the same
Rodgers,
draft
old
class.
as hell. That's like, who do we look up? Tyreek Evans is 33.
And
then Tyreek Evans would be like 40 at this point.
If I'm older than Aaron Rodgers, that's going to hurt a little bit.
I don't think so. Aaron's got to be like 38.
39.
Right? Okay, there we go. Still holding on, baby.
37.
Still holding
by
on.
a thread.
Speaking of old people who play sports, I watched. It probably came out like a long time ago. So if it did, sorry. But I watched the Nolan Ryan documentary. Have y'all seen that?
I've seen the preview. It looks
it's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
It's on in the background, and I was like, I'm not going to be interested in this. And then I just ended up sitting there and watching the whole thing.
My prized sports
I
memorabilia.
didn't realize how long he played.
Is
I did.
At
I guess
a high
I did,
level,
but I
as
didn't
an
realize
old
how
man.
old he was. And then he's being interviewed, obviously, in the documentary, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he is old
He was
right
old
now.
when he retired.
Yes,
like,
he played 27 seasons.
Damn. And was still a dude, too.
Yeah, my prized sports memorabilia were a couple badass old Nolan Ryan cards and a Nolan Ryan signed baseball. Some of my favorites.
His son said the most sold Nolan Ryan like memorabilia piece is the photo of the fight
Robin
of
Ventura.
him. Yeah, of him like headlocking.
Beat the hell out of him.
They actually requested an interview with him for the.
Yeah, he beat my ass.
It was like requested interview declined.
I think Nolan Ryan stayed in that game, too, because
He did. He didn't get kicked out.
He didn't get kicked out because Robin
Yeah.
charged him,
Yeah.
and he was defending himself, so he stayed in that game. Now, there's no shot you stay in that game.
But
They're
that was
kicking
when
you
he
out.
was like 40 years old.
Oh, yeah, he was- I think
that
he
was
was
at
older
the
than
end, that was the end of his career because his son said he thinks that part of the reason that the picture went so like I guess in those days viral or people started buying it so much because it was like people in their 40s being like, we still got it, you know?
I mean, couldn't he still throw like a hundo?
It was wild.
Yeah, like 40? Like I have no idea how he was still able to do that. Oh man. son, you done
Pudge Rodriguez.
You gonna
stepped
learn
to the
today.
wrong man. All right, let's go to break.
said
When
old
we
man
get
string.
back, I will say this for Sam Hartman. While the more closely shaved look is not his best look, there is no question that him and Marcus Freeman are the best looking coach quarterback combination in the entire country. Like, it is next level.
I know that's
Try
a-
to find me a better one.
I'm going to find you one.
Because Marcus Freeman is
I mean,
hard
this
to
is
beat
good.
on
Oh,
that
yes,
front to
yes.
begin with. Like, there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks that you can argue with Hartman, right? And I agree, but who's going to be the coach?
Coach, yes.
Because Freeman's an outlier.
Oof,
So Shout out Notre Dame. If nothing else, you're hot.
Shout out Notre Dame.
See if it translates to the football field. Hartman out the slow mesh? I don't know. We'll see. All right, when we get back, let's get ready for the weekend here at OTB.
OTB, OT.
Hey, man, want to remind you to go to Riverlands Insurance. Check this out. Are you a business owner, a contractor, a real estate owner, commercial property, small mom and pop business, or maybe even some giant operation, right? The biggest one is the 225 area code. The bottom line is that when is the last time you have heard from your insurance agents other than trying to collect your money? It's one of the many reasons why you want to go to Riverlands Insurance is because you are talking about a personal relationship in which they look out for you. Jake's going to give you Thomas and Megan's email cell phone number where you can call them directly, give them a couple pieces of information, and then they get you the best policy and save you money. Go to Riverlands Insurance today.
That number is 225-206-1517, 225-206-1517. And yes, that's a 225 area code, but 318-337-985504. Doesn't matter. They are talking to you. Again, call Thomas today, 225-206-1517.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
We get it done with strength, commitment, dedication, grit.
Let's go, defense!
We get it done with passion for our fans and love for our community. We are the Tigers. Get it done.
Let the values of the purple and gold be in your starting lineup this season. And as always, get it done.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
It's on. Join me 1 to 3 on Thursday. We'll chat with Luke Johnson about the black and gold and get ready to paint the picture for the NFL playoffs. On Palmer Show, 1 to 3 weekdays, 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Dude, nothing gets you ready for the weekend, like a little generational. I suppose perhaps the weekend gets you more ready for the weekend. Nobody in the DJ.
I sent them to you.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, okay.
No, I know you did.
I meant to send them to the group, and I just searched your name, and I thought that the whole group would pop up, and it didn't.
No one else did. No one else did. I only have yours.
Ooh, look at me.
From what?
Last week's Degeneration Dome.
Feeling good about that.
I mean, the Degeneration Dome's falling apart. It's a fun segment to get to talk to Otter and Mayo and Mincy and everybody, but the actual competition part of it.
Is it because I'm almost winning?
Well, that's what I was going to say, but I'm going to try to hunt down these picks because the fascinating battle is you and Otter at the top.
I went 2-1.
I was 2-1. I had both semifinals, but I lost on Kentucky, Iowa.
Okay.
Freaking, who was it that messed mine up? What were my picks? Mississippi State, LSU, and then, I need to cough so bad right now.
I went 2-1. I went 2-1
I don't have a cough button. Tulane. Adam plus 2.5.
Wait, no, you won them.
Plus 2.5? Wait.
They won
Tulane
the game.
won.
Tulane won the game.
Wait. Okay, no. I guess when I was watching it, I, for some reason, thought I had them.
You were dead in the water for a long time.
Wait, I thought I had them. I thought minus 2.5.
Wait, you have, okay, this is this week's picks?
Time out. Let's talk this through.
So,
you had Tulane plus 2.5.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
I thought when I was watching the game, I thought I had texted.
No, you're good, dude.
I know. I'm saying, but that's why I thought I had lost. That's why I thought I was 2-1.
Right.
No, I get it now, but that's why I thought that I was 2-1 is because when I was watching that game, I was so mad.
You would have pushed on Mississippi State.
Yes.
If it wasn't for the last touchdown.
But I was so mad watching the Tulane game because I thought that I had done the opposite.
Right.
That last touchdown.
That feels really good, guys.
Was so ridiculous. You might have the lead now, depending on what Otter did. That
was a nice little surprise. I really came up in here thinking I was 2-1.
It's even better when it's like a real bet and you win money.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's happened before.
If I had spent real money on that, I would have absolutely lost. That's the whole thing about it. Is like I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun. If I actually had money on this stuff, there's no way I'd be doing this well.
No, Brian, the Degeneration Dome is still happening, so you and everybody else that hates it can suck it and get over it because we love it. So sorry. And you know I love you, Brian, so it's a very friendly suck it. But,
yeah, he tells me stuff like that all the time. So
wait, is the Degeneration Dome not happening today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to happen. For sure. We'll be sending out invites.
So I think we should all have to pick the national championship game. Like that should have to be included. What do you think, T?
I had not picked it, but I will.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Everybody picks that game, and then you pick 2 NFL games.
Okay.
All right.
That sound good?
Sure.
I need to change mine, but I just need to decide.
What's everybody got going on this weekend? What are you getting into, Rivs?
Nothing. Nice. Absolutely.
Good feeling.
Nothing.
Good feeling.
I got a lot of stuff coming up, but this week, like my birthday and Estelle's birthday is next weekend. And then we got back last weekend from like all the Christmas stuff. So we just had this sort of like dead weekend, which feels really good.
It's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, in fact. What about you, Jake? What you doing?
Going to Los Angeles as soon as we get done with this show.
What are you going to do in L.A.?
Driving to Well, we are working a lot. That's one thing about those because there's something every single day. But tonight I don't have anything. Probably connect with the family I have out there. But me and Neuheisel doing a show early tomorrow morning. So and Bobby too. Meathead's out there. So it'll be Ricky and the Renegades tomorrow morning. I'll be with Brett Lewis on Sunday. Chris Budden as well, I believe, on Sunday. And then Monday we're doing our show live from SoFi in the 400 level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
dude.
leading right into kickoff, I think.
Very fun.
Have y'all talked about the tailgating thing?
We have
What's
not.
the deal with it?
No tailgating allowed at SoFi.
Yeah, but I saw that it's not their thing. It's the
CFP thing, right?
Yeah, it's not. So everyone's blaming SoFi, but it's not their.
That's why the Georgia,
it's not their deal at all.
The Georgia governor came out and was like, "Look, even if we have to do it here at my house, the governor's mansion, we will tailgate for next year's national championship game."
Yeah, but it's not SoFi's fault, but everyone's blaming them.
Yeah,
California. Yeah, exactly. That is the initial reaction. I just figured that it was because SoFi probably has like incredible beer gardens and everything just like around the stadium.
Does.
So you just walk in and you go.
It's the nicest stadium
inside.
that I've ever been to, and it's not even close. It's incredible.
But I'm saying, like, am I right in assuming that you can just walk out the parking lot and basically go tailgate in the stadium?
Yeah, they have like 2 areas. So like, there's the old Forum where the Lakers used to play is right there. They have like a concert venue. I think it's the YouTube Theater that connects to the stadium as well. And then like, there's this like walkthrough that's got like beer garden in the walkthrough.
Ah, yeah, that's nice.
As well.
I like that a lot.
It's out. I mean, it has a roof, but it's outdoors.
It's funny. I didn't know it was a CFP thing though.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Well, I didn't realize that too until someone was like, "Hey, everybody, stop yelling on the internet." At SoFi, it is not them.
Don't do your monologue for 13 minutes on the tailgating.
Did somebody do that?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
A lot of people, yeah.
You can imagine.
Was it the same show that was decrying the deterioration of masculinity?
Or maybe something to that.
The all bald, no politics show that went on a rant about how football's like what timing on a week when a man almost literally died playing football had an entire multi-minute rant on about how football's getting soft. Wow, old, especially coming from a baseball player.
Never had that. Hey, that linebacker is 5 yards off the ball. I'm 5 yards off the ball. Let's meet in the middle. Never had that either.
Yeah.
And how
Mario,
that felt.
what you getting to do this weekend? Shrek rave?
No, not till March 10th.
Okay,
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Should we all go?
What is?
Yeah,
I would make.
I've heard, but like, tell me everything though. I know what it is basically, but like, do you have any?
It's basically what you think, man. Very straightforward.
Okay.
You dress up, you get messed up, and you go dance to some dance music.
But you're dressed like a Shrek person, right?
Yes.
Shrek.
Nothing would make me happier than if I got to paint myself green and go as Shrek, and we put a goofy ass wig on you, and you went as Farquaad.
I would go to the Shrek rave if everybody is going to go.
Fantastic.
Let's do it.
You have to go as Ogre Fiona though. You're not allowed to go as normal Fiona. You got to
you know
put
what? That's
like
fine.
the big
I'll paint
green
myself
makeup
green.
on.
I'll do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That feels very sweaty and like green's going to end up everywhere though.
Mario, you could be like the gingerbread man. Danny, you could be one of the 3 little pigs, maybe, or something.
I'm kind of leaning to Farquaad for some reason, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I could have fun.
For sure, yes. That wig is fun in and of itself.
Yeah.
Wearing that goofy ass medieval wig would just be like super fun. Okay, Shrek rave, but not this weekend.
No, Pels Nets tonight. Let's go Pels. Wedding tomorrow. Let's go Adam and Giovanna. And then Sunday.
I love that.
Sunday, last Saints game of the season. Hasn't been a fun season, obviously, but calling Saints games is an honor. Looking forward to doing it one more time before the end of the year.
Yeah, and ever since you had your little attitude adjustment, the Saints have gone on a run here.
That is true. That is true.
Looking to finish off 4-0. Daniel, what are you getting into this weekend? Stop, editing all the stuff that you're always editing back there.
Be where you are.
What are you
Danny.
getting into this
I'll
weekend,
be
Danny?
in New Orleans with people, family.
With who? With who?
People
You're going to
and
be in
family.
You're going to be in New Orleans. That's
and
wild.
family.
That's the most
That is wild that you're going to be in New Orleans.
lie that
no,
I've ever heard in my
My
entire
favorite is
life.
the with people and
Yeah.
family.
Lies.
Can we get a name?
Complete
Wait,
lies.
I'm not going to be
You
with
didn't know
people?
the name yet.
You will
What do
be
you
with
mean?
people. You will, yes.
How is that a lie,
you're,
then?
You're right. My bad.
Not a lie, it's
Lie is
just-
the poor word. It's purposefully obfuscating the situation, right? You're being purposely dense here. You don't want people to know what you're up to. So yeah, I'll be around. Be around, hanging with people. Maybe even a little family, you know?
Just some people and family.
Is Currency family?
Is that your plug? Is that who you're getting courtside
No,
from?
that's
Are you
not-
hanging out with Currency? That'd be cool.
No.
You should
he's
tell
not
me.
fun.
He rocks Bobby Hebert jerseys. It always makes you super happy when he does, dude. Shout out Currency, the legend.
God, we need Bobby Hebert jerseys.
I don't even think I don't have an Hebert jersey, actually.
How?
How in the world do you not have a Cajun
Does your dad
can?
have any of his like old stuff?
Yeah, it's
Like, where is it?
I would have bet in a Rubbermaid somewhere.
No, I mean, he had him. It's got him a little spread out. There might be some stuff down in Cutoff, some stuff at his house in New Orleans. I don't know exactly where. Yeah, I think a lot of it probably in
I know,
storage as well.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I had a storage facility that had all my stuff, and like I'm missing half of it, and I have no idea, and I'll never get it back.
Danny, you could be
don't know.
donkey.
That bums me out.
Somebody has to be donkey.
Yeah,
I'll be donkey.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, but
Who's the biggest
owner, I think,
jackass
works
here?
for the group.
That's who's ever donkey.
I could probably be donkey then, if we're being honest.
Well, then who's Shrek?
Well, it's also
You're Shrek.
You're Shrek.
Well, yeah, but there's
I mean-
one other reason why I could definitely be donkey. What else is going on? I don't know what I'm going to do this week. Yeah, I may go on a date tonight.
Ooh.
It's exciting.
How is 3-kid life? Is it going all right? I feel like the last time I saw you, you were like fresh in 3-kid life, and you were living it up. Like,
I
it was
think
great.
It's going great.
I think it's going great.
But you know,
strong to quite strong.
Admittedly, I am. You know, I leave at 5 a.m. and then I don't see the kids till I pick them up from school at like 2:30 or whatever. So you know, I'm not having to deal with these solo 3-kid mornings. I've had a like last Friday, kid at a wedding, so I had them all to myself all day and night, and I think that it's actually been, and I think my wife would disagree with me. Full disclosure here, I think it's been easier than 1 to 2. Because the 2 are older now and they can play with each other a lot, even though they do still constantly want to get up in your business. But they can play. I can be like, y'all go play together, and then I can take care of the baby. Also, the baby is such a great excuse to be able to sit there and do nothing because you are holding the baby.
Because he's just not doing anything at this point,
really.
you know, which is
Not
it's just
really.
a great period, like where your baby you just are sitting there with it, and it's kind of quiet mostly, or sleeping, or just eating.
I agree. I've gotten very back into reading. I'm like reading a ton, watching cool movies with him. So
I mean, I do not have experience, but and you maybe can tell us your thoughts on this, but all my friends who have more than 2 children say that the jump from 1 to 2 is always harder than 2 to any other number.
That's
what most of my friends who have more than 2 children say. So
that would jive with
what
my
you're saying
experience
tracks, but
for whatever that is worth.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to break. When we get back,
we were gonna hear what you.
I was trying to leave time for Degeneration Dome. Jake doesn't count. Jake loves kids. Jake could have 12 kids and he wouldn't like complain about it. So it doesn't matter. When we get back, Degeneration Dome.
That
keep
12-passenger van ain't gonna fill itself.
OTB, OT.
Go to ITI Technical College. You know what you should do this weekend? You should change your life for the better. And so if you think that, if you're just not happy with where you're at currently, you want a career, right? You want some like long-term direction. ITI is a local family-owned trade school right here in Baton Rouge that has been providing that direction for 50 years, okay? Campus is right off Airline Highway. It's beautiful. In 2 years, you get that AOS degree, and then once you graduate, they can assist you in getting those careers that you're seeking. Go to ITI Technical College today.
Call 877-591-1070. That is the number for admissions. And remember, they're going to work with you. Even if you have something full-time right now, day and night courses, and it's the same time period, doesn't matter if you take day or night courses, going to finish in the same amount of time. Also, Fridays are completely off, so they can work with you. They want to get you to the finish line. That is the ultimate goal. You can find the website, iticollege.edu, 877-591-1070.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Service Master Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Mastery Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Mastery Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by
18 in the NFL. Tune in Saturday when the Las Vegas Raiders host the Kansas City Chiefs at 3:30 p.m., immediately followed by the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans at 7:15. Then on Sunday, the Buffalo Bills host the New England Patriots at noon, right here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Welcome back, OTB. Where's Otter? Nowhere to be found right now. Time for a little Degeneration Dome. By the way, we'll only go through the top 3 standings because it's like I'm working through it, getting the rest standings. But following a perfect 3-0 week, combined with the Oddfather having a rare off week going 1-2, Rivers Huey is now leading the Degeneration Dome at 26-16. A stellar record for Rivs. Otters 25-14-3. I think that has you leading. I mean, you have the most wins. I'm not entirely sure how the win percentage math breaks out there with the 3 ties to the Oddfather. And then Jake, you are in third at 24-17-1. So all of y'all doing very well. The only members of the group above 500 right now, while myself, Hold DeMayo, and Mincy are kind of in a logjam behind you. And then Megan, who never shows up for the segment, remains deep in last place. A ballast around the overall group's record. We do have our guy Mincy, though. Mitch, what's up, dude? What you got going on this morning, dude? Where are you? Nice little walk outside. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I'm headed walking toward Audubon Park on a beautiful morning uptown and try to get a little exercise in. And me and Mayo, I just got off the phone with Devin. We got like third row, like by Antonio Daniels center court tickets tonight for Pels. Like we got the whole deal. So excited for Pels Nets tonight in the blender. And honestly, T-Bob, I can't wipe the smile off my face all week, man. It's kind of full circle being back in NOLA, and I'm just absolutely loving it.
So is this your first week? This is your first week back full time now? You moved back?
Yeah, it's my first week back, and then I got to watch the Tulane game at Cooter Browns on Monday. Hitting the Pels game tonight. I'm going to go to the Saints game Sunday. I know it doesn't mean anything playoffs, but it's still the last one of the year. Go rock in the Dome. But yeah, man, I'm chilling. I'm back, and man, I'm just really, really, really happy about it. To be honest.
Yeah, man. It is a beautiful day. Think about going actually to the zoo on Saturday for that very reason. Get some outside New Orleans in my life. Ben, you got to play this weekend. What's your favorite pick from this weekend slate of games?
Man, it's great. I hate to say it because Detroit's been a great story, but it's Green Bay by 4.5 on Sunday night. We all know how this ends when Green Bay gets hot and Rodgers gets it rolling. They need to win and get in the playoffs. Cold game. I don't think Detroit's the same when they're on the road at all as they are in that dome. And so, I mean, I know it's kind of public and square, but I just think Green Bay's hot, so that's my favorite.
Mincy, last one, and then we're going to let you go because it is a beautiful day outside, but the sound's a little, it's the outside sound. How are we feeling about that Ole Miss bowl game? I can't remember if we talked about this or not last week. How are we feeling here at the end of this Ole Miss season with Lane Kiffin sticking around?
Thrilled he's sticking around, but, that's the year-to-year transfer portal. Let's get some guys in the portal. Obviously, it was a nightmare ending, but, I'm still thrilled Lane's there, and I think everything's fine. I think people are overreacting. I mean, Ole Miss made the Sugar Bowl a year ago, so I think it'll be all right. It was obviously crappy bowl game, but, man, whatever. Onward.
Yeah, onward. Rivs, do you have anything to say now that Mississippi State has established dominance, won the Egg Bowl, and won their bowl game and covered?
I don't know. I mean, this year was so weird. I think after all the Mike Leach stuff, I've lost all fire for the fight. So.
Well, I'll do it for you. Mississippi State clearly better than Ole Miss, Mincy. Big. Hey, they went ahead of that.
I'll be at I think I'm coming over there Monday night to watch the national championship at the Barstool Sportsbook at LaVerge too. So hope to see some Baton Rouge people.
Hell yeah, man. Well, Mincy, hey, you have a great day. Enjoy New Orleans. Right. Enjoy the game tonight. Give Dev our love, and we'll talk to you later. Ben Mintz at Barstool Mincy, back in the city. Good for Ben. Be on the lookout for him and our guy Mayo a bit later on tonight. You like that? You like that Packers play there, Jake?
I'm not going against Dan Campbell. I'm not picking the game, but with a game that needs all the grit that it can have, I'm not going to go against Dan Campbell.
I haven't even looked at pictures this week. What do y'all got? What you looking at this weekend, Rivs?
I'm like, what did I even send?
See, the person winning the competition.
Which shows you that sports betting is ridiculous. Okay, I have Saints -3, Cleveland +2.5, and Giants +14.
Hell yeah. There you go.
I've got Giants +14 as well.
That makes me feel good.
Jags -6.5 and Vikings Bears over 42.5.
Okay, right on. I got Saints.
And then, but we have to pick. We're gonna pick the championship game.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do that while we're here. That'll be a tiebreaker if we need it at the end of the year.
What are you gonna do? I know you're in love. I know you're in love with. Oh really?
+12.5. Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like you and Aaron have gotten really close, and
we have. But I had
you've invited him to your lake house. And,
that's actually not true
so I just figured.
He has not got.
You're a Georgia guy now.
There's a lot to unpack there, y'all. If you can hear.
There's a lot. There is.
I'm
with Rivers on this.
Rivers and Jake are upset that we did not have an OTB lake house.
Everybody else
last year. I would rather be wrong cheering for TCU than be right or wrong cheering for Georgia. So I'm not going Bulldogs.
That is actually exactly what I was going to do, but now it's making me feel like I need to do the opposite because I feel like every time T-Bob and I have the same pick, it goes just so poorly.
Yeah, your 1-1-2 week was when our picks lined up, and you said you were very concerned.
Well, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to. I can't cheer for Georgia, so.
Screw them.
Yeah, screw them.
All right, how about this? We're going to leave some time.
Who are you going to pick?
I thought you were going to set him.
No.
I haven't, but I'm going to go TCU +12.5.
I read the text. That's on me.
No, you're good. Georgia, to me, obviously has been the #1 team all season long, but that TCU team, having seen them in person, having conversations with them, they have a real belief in themselves. They have the chip on their shoulder. They're mad that no one believes in them because they believe they can go out there and win a game. I'm not calling for an outright win, but they will be in this game. They're too tough. They're too battle-tested. They're too talented. That's something that gets lost in this because they have multiple players that are going to get drafted and Sunday players. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a 4-quarter game. Does Georgia win at the end? Probably so, but TCU is going to be there.
TCU is hot right now in the portal as well.
Crazy.
They are cleaning up.
Yeah, just got Sanders from Alabama, Jack Vesh from LSU. I mean, they've done a lot.
What? Avo got an invite to the lake house?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I invited. How did y'all know? How'd y'all know? No. I love Avo. I don't know that we've ever talked on that level.
But you know what? It would not surprise me if we were watching that Pelicans game at Bogey's that night, and you were like,
come on, dude. Okay, look, screw that. Look, we got to go to break, so I wanted to leave some time for Ask the Bench. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
OTB, OT.
Get Gordon and get it done. You got some injury attorney needs. You want to call 225-888-8888, and you can join the G team. That's right, the same team that is getting done on the field for LSU athletics, Southern athletics, a lot of Louisiana athletics, right? The entire LSU women's basketball team. We keep talking about Angel Reese. She's on the squad. Mason Smith, probably going to be the best defensive lineman in the country next year. He's on the squad. You can be on the squad too. Join the Gordfather at Get Gordon on all social media. 225-888-8888.
Also, 318-888-8888. Anywhere in the state of Louisiana, and always online, like T-Bob said, at Get Gordon on social media. No matter what you're looking for, you can answer it right there on the website. They actually have a live chat that when you go to getgordon.com, it's going to pull up. So any question that you might have, they can answer it right there on the site. Always that number that T-Bob gave you as well. And social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Get Gordon.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications. The powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution. A network built for every possibility. Moving faster than ever before. Streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Before we begin any electrical work here, we perform a home safety check that begins at your electrical panel to make sure that you and your family are safe. For all your upgrades, installations, and repairs, call Mr. Electric.
3 people walk into a bar. The first 2 order the same old margs. The third, Nuevo Topo Chico Margarita Hard Seltzer, crafted with real lime juice and a crisp tequila flavor. Topo Chico Margarita Hard Seltzer.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are the
Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Friday's AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll preview Saints-Panthers. The Pels are back on the floor against the Nets, and the Right Radio Hours return. Join us Friday, 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
OTB, OT, with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Welcome back. OTB. Tears, fears, sending you into the weekend. Remind you, go to Rejuve Me Medical, Restore Me, Refuel Me, Rejuve Me. RejuveMeMedical.com is a site. Go check out their YouTube channel. And if you just have some questions that you want answered, or go in for a free consultation, get your labs drawn, see your body's deficient, where you can take advantage of it, right? We talk about doing upkeep on your bodies if it's a machine. Maybe it's HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Maybe it's not. Do ask about the hot new metabolization optimization while you're in there. Rejuve Me Medical. Yeah, it's a hot new treatment on the street.
I'm just proud of you for saying that so smoothly.
I've said it a lot recently. But yeah, metabolization optimization.
Ooh, that's pleasing.
It is. Very mellifluous.
Oof, like you lost me. You lost me.
I'm not even trying.
Another word that means sonorous, pleasing to the ear, nice flow, which I love mellifluous because it's a word that sounds like exactly what it means. Anyway, RejuveMeMedical.com. Ask the bench. Oh, this is brutal, but this is good. You have to fire one: Kim Mulkey, Brian Kelly, or Jay Johnson. All three elite. All three having incredible year ones and twos.
Let's see who's the most polite to me on the phone.
I know. I was just saying. I feel like that's easy.
I feel like maybe you go Brian Kelly because it's hardest to win a natty in football.
Really?
And like the other two basically guarantee you natties. Maybe I don't know. Dude.
I was gonna say Jay Johnson, but I mean, and that is acknowledging that all three of them are incredible coaches. Like you got to pick one.
Yeah, you have to pick one. That's a game.
I think Jay Johnson, right?
I don't know. Like I said, I think I would.
I think you don't. You definitely can't fire Mulkey. She would beat you up.
Yeah, no, yeah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No way. She scares me.
Jake?
Nope.
Wow. Coward.
You have to. What?
Ask the bench, if you could redo one thing at your wedding, what would it be? I would redo nothing, but my wife was very upset about the napkins or something.
I got married.
They got the cake wrong.
I got married young and with no money, so I would prefer to have better style when I got married.
No, that is an excellent one. I do regret my dress, but I think if I could change anything, I got married young as well, but it was like this big Southern thing, and I don't even know if I made really any of the decisions. My mom and my grandmother, it was really a wedding for them. If I could change anything, and I tell people this all the time, I would just take that money that we wasted on napkins and flowers and like go elope, go on our honeymoon, get married there, and then spend that money on like adult things.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like always like, yes.
I truly would do that. I would do that.
That's the most prudent course. It's very hard to make a young person
understand that.
Feel that.
Yeah, no, I know. But that is what I would change.
Actually, no, my suit was horribly tailored. Now that I think about it.
My haircut was bad.
My sleeves were so long.
But I mean, I think back of what styles were when I got married. It was fine.
Exactly. Like at the time, we had a nice venue, nice wedding, great reception.
Absolutely.
In downtown Shreveport, but
yes,
the style of everything.
I wish I had maybe gone more classic, and then that way it would have lived on forever, kind of like because you can always go classic and it'll whatever. But I just didn't. I went for what was in style at the moment.
What's something simple that makes you smile?
Ooh, when somebody lets me out in traffic and they do the little wave.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
When I'm at Pelicans games and the crowd does a defense chant without the beat.
Okay, yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good one. That's a very specific one.
That was something you saw very rarely before this year.
Yeah. No, that's a really good one.
It legit makes me happy every time I see that.
It's a sign of a basketball crowd learning how to be a basketball crowd.
Something
growing
that
up.
makes me smile when you ask someone how their day is, they answer, then they ask you back.
I like that.
Makes me smile.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's like a million answers here. I guess what's popping in my head, I really enjoy seeing like parents and young kids just hanging out together and having fun together.
I can get behind that one.
Ask Danny, do you have one? Do you care? Do you smile? You're done with the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
You have emotion.
Watching a good movie after.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. We'll count it. Ask the bench, how long before Quad Bob gets chocolate milk? I guess whenever you can start eating food.
I think like a year. You can start doing like real milk.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the Bench. Have you been to Seven Brew yet? Seems like T-Bob's dream high-energy, high-fat caffeine place. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
They are. Did you know that there's I think it's next to Petco. I can't remember the name of it, but there's almost like a modern-day FYE that's about to open up, which I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah. I'm very intrigued to see what's actually in the store when it's said and done.
Probably not, but there is a new margarita garden / taco place on Government. Have y'all tried it?
No, it sounds cool though.
Yeah.
That's a blind spot for me. I wish Government has a lot of really cool, nice little sit-down spots that I don't think about.
Yeah, well, it just opened in the last few weeks, but it's supposed to be really cool if anybody's looking to spend some time outside.
Mine up for an Ask the Bench. Why does Jake check his phone as often as a teenage girl? Because he's a gambling degenerate. He is constantly gambling on DraftKings.
Hey, my friend, you can catch these teenage hands, too.
He is constantly doing live betting parlays on European and Asian sports that take place because they're 12 hours ahead of us and making money. It's insane.
That may or may not be true. And also, we're a radio show that's on a stream. Like normal radio shows, people check their phones all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Ask the Bench. He said he had 500 people at his wedding. It was miserable. Should have.
So somebody said their mom would kill him. And look, I get it. That's exactly why I got married the way I did, because it was for my family. But I kind of hate the idea that your wedding turns into something for everyone else and not for you. So I think that's why. If I did the elopement thing, it would have been more for us and less for everyone else. Which I think is what a wedding should be.
I don't know what. We got to go. Yeah. Y'all have a great day. We love you. We'll see you on Monday.
OTB, OT.
Go to Patient Plus Urgent Care, patientplusuc.com. If you got big plans over the weekend, or if you start to feel bad over the weekend, go to Patient Plus. They are there for you for life's unexpected moments. The facilities are going to blow you away. I don't really know how else to describe it, except that when you see them, you're going to be like, oh, I get it. This is different than any other urgent care I've ever been in. And then you create the digital profile. You see how easy it is to sign in the future, where it's literally just a touch of a button from your phone. They're the best, and they'll get you right. Patient Plus Urgent Care, patientplusuc.com.
It's going to be a location that's convenient for you in the Baton Rouge area. All you got to do is go to patientplusuc.com and find that. They're going to be really convenient for you in all aspects. That's what they're set up for. You can schedule that appointment right there online. Of course, walk-ins are always welcome as well. And like T-Bob tells you all the time, once you get that profile set up, you'll be good to go. So go visit the website today, patientplusuc.com. Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic. Get in and get better.
We get it done with strength, commitment, dedication, grit.
We get it done with passion for our fans
and love for our community. We are
the Tigers.
Get it done.
Let the values of the purple and gold be in your starting lineup this season. And as always, get it done.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.